That's pretty amazingly epic, isn't it? That's a lot of work, everybody. That was so much work. And see, it's not just the doing of the stuff, everybody. This is also in graphic design, also applies to 3D or really anything that you do in life. It's not the doing, it's the coming up with the idea of what you want to do, right? That I wanted to do the panel, and then what's gonna be on the panel. It's not gonna just be a copy of a Fallout panel. I want it to be my panel with my stuff on it, right? And then I'm like, okay, I'll have a speaker, and then the speaker will turn on, and then we'll hear the music, and then first we'll have a switch that turns on the volume all the way to 11. Did you guys see that it goes to 11? Oh, you Spinal Tap lovers out there. And I put a lot of little funny little things in there so you guys can discover it each and every time you guys watch it, which I think is amazing. And then of course there's a lot of other little stuff in there that I don't want to reveal, so you guys can watch it each time when my stream starts up and see all the little other bits of stuff that I put in there. Lots more coming down the road as well. I've been learning to get better and better at 3D. I have basically spent tens of thousands of dollars. I own Maya. Maya costs $4,000. That's right, $4,000 for a software program. I bought it right before I got sick, which really sucks. I said, okay, I'm going to really get into 3D. I'm going to put some money into Maya. I'm going to really get in there and I'm going to learn it. And then I got sick right after that. That really sucked. And basically, it's gone barely used because I use it here on the stream, but not really, not like that panel. See, that panel looks so much better than some of my other 3D stuff. And I have owned Strata Studio Pro, which is the thing that made Myst way back in the day. Remember Myst? That's such an amazing, it's still a great game, even today. And of course, I've owned other programs like FormZ, AutoCAD, ArchiCAD. I mean, each of these programs are $1,000, $2,000 each. So I spent tens of thousands, $20,000, $30,000, maybe even $40,000 because I bought all these computers and had multiple computers which did 3D rendering. And it was really a side thing, right? Because my main thing was graphic design, and that's where you make your bread and butter to pay for that side thing of 3D. And so I've basically wasted so much cash over the years on that that I feel like finally, in that one thing that I did, the panel, and really, you know what that started with? That actually started with the Fusion Core. I was fooling around with fluids in this program called Blender, which is pretty cool. Now, Blender's cost is $0. It's free. Which I think is funny that I have a $4,000 program and I have a free program, and somehow I click more with the free program than with the $4,000 program. Isn't that funny? I think that's hilarious. So I was in there and I was fooling around with the fluid simulation and I saw a video on it and I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. And I went in there and then it was like, all of a sudden that whole panel came right to my head. I was like, oh my God, the Fusion Core, I could put it on the panel. And then I could, and then you know how it is. And then hundreds of hours later, you have that panel. Because not only am I trying to make the thing, I'm trying to come up with the concept of the thing, and then all the sound and the sequencing and all of that stuff. And then I'm trying to learn how to make those things in a new program. And if you've ever switched between one program and another, you know what it is when you first go into a program and you're like, where is the most basic tool? And how do I do this? And how do I do that? This is why I was out last week, everybody coughing like crazy. Hold on, let me hydrate. That's better. Okay. My voice was out. So you get the idea. So yeah. And then I started doing that. And you know, the actual panel part, that was the hardest part, which looks like the easiest thing to do. But because it has like cuts in the corners, and then I wanted to cut out the center and I wanted to look smooth and nice and all of that, I literally worked on just the top part of that panel with nothing on it. Just a flat part with the rounded edges and the cutouts for 5 hours. 5 hours of just trying to get that to work. And I finally had to stop doing it. I had to say, you know what? I'm going to sleep. I'll come back and I'll try it next time. And I came back next time. I watched some more videos. I got some more ideas of what to do and how to do it. And then all of a sudden, it clicked. But it took me that 5 hours to get to a point in which I understood how to make it. And that's where the tough part comes in. And it is in the resilience to never give up on what you want to do. I was like, I know I'm going to make this thing, and I'm going to figure a way of making it, and this is what we're going to do. So a lot of time and effort and love went into that. And oh man, you think that's cool? I have learned so much since that, working on that main part. That my next stuff is going to be even cooler. I hope you guys are going to enjoy all of that. And at some point, I will go in and reverse engineer. I'd love to make some little mini videos on that, little to the point videos on that of how I got to where it is now and how I sequenced it and did all of that. I actually learned a really important lesson on 3D design, which I don't know why I never thought of in the last 30 years, is to sequence it first. Because I use After Effects to sequence all of the sounds and all the interactions between all the different elements. Like the fusion cores are separate from the actual panel. You don't know that because I've made it look like it's part of it. But what you do is instead of just having the fusion core, what you do is you make a copy of it, because otherwise it's got to calculate that fusion core every single time. So you make copies of the same one because it's doing the same actions. There's no reason to make every single one of them. And so you sequence all that before. And another great thing is when the panel moves in, is to figure out the timing, right? Timing is the hardest thing in 3D. You don't want to just make render a thing for 30 days and then cut it up. That just takes way too much time. What you want to do is figure out how much time it takes for it to rotate that panel in. And then you go back in and you make that little animation, and it takes like a day to render. And then you put that little piece in. Now you got one little piece. And then you make another little piece, and you put that little piece in, and you make another little piece, and so on and so forth. And like when the thing rotates up, that's another piece, and all of that. So you make it in pieces and parts, and you re-put it back together in a compositing program like After Effects. And then you add your special effects like the lightning and all of that other cool stuff. So yeah, and that saved me a tremendous amount of time. It would have took twice as long or 10 times as long had I not sequenced it first, got all the sounds down and the kind of gist of what I wanted, and then came back and rendered after. You render after. You just make like a mock-up, kind of like a temporary of what's happening in your thing. And then the coolest thing I love about it is that I wanted it to hit it exactly at every minute. And I went down to the frame level. So the second it clicks over to that clock, right there at that time. And I had to make that clock, by the way. I had to make that seconds and minutes and or tenths of seconds and then minutes, and figure out how to make it all sync up over that time. So yeah, that was a lot of work, but I hope you guys enjoy that, and I hope you guys enjoy so much more coming down the road. So let's get into playing some games. Of course, we're going to be doing some Stream Raiders. We're going to be, of course, playing some Stream Avatars as well. You guys will be able to mess around with those. Today is a lot of fun. We're going to be doing Fallout 76, Satisfactory, and then later tonight, some New World. I've got a new gold in New World. My team told me that there are luck weapons in the game, and I should get busy getting all of them. So I'm going to try to get as many as I can before the 25th. I'm going to get one of every single weapon, and then I just put it in a bank, and then whenever I'm out and about running around and I'm kind of using that weapon to get to level it up a bit, I'll have it handy in my bank. So yeah, I feel like that's another great goal, because normally you don't get luck, is what my team told me. You don't normally get luck on a weapon. So I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm all down. I'm down because I like to get better loot, because then I can give that better loot to my crew. All right, more hydrating. Let's go. I don't know what it is with my voice lately. Oh boy. I have been having a trouble with my voice big time. But then again, was streaming extremely long for like 12 hours, and yesterday was like 8 hours. I was like, I'm going early, everybody. And then I got raided by system dev over there, SysDev, the awesome people over there at Astroneer. I'm going to be playing some Astroneer Switch tomorrow, coming out at midnight tonight, which is 12 a.m. tomorrow, the way you look at it. Just 12:01 tonight. How about that? 12:01 a.m. tonight. It's really 12 on the dot. But we're going to be playing it tomorrow on stream, some Switch version of it. I think it's going to be awesome. We'll try it out. Now, remember, whenever anything first comes out, there's always, problems. So we'll see how smooth it is. They're awesome over there, though. They absolutely been crushing it. I've been loving that new playthrough we've been doing. Man, we had a really amazing start on that new Astroneer playthrough. Super excited about that. But you know what else I'm super excited about? Working on our mega factory in Satisfactory today. We're going to work on that. We're going to try to run all of our stuff into a central factory, kind of like what we experimented with the first time. But we're going to go ahead and put it right there where those nodes are coming in, and we're just going to run those type of nodes in there, and we're just going to keep feeding more and more and more nodes into that same factory, and then convert either into straight into bars or whatever it's called, into ignits. There we go. Into ignits, and or just use the raw materials to go over to, say, our steel production. We're going to see if we can get that to work as well. I love trying new stuff and trying stuff different ways and seeing it. It's incredibly enlightening when you suddenly discover, oh, wow, this is a much easier way to do this, and this is a much cooler looking way of doing this as well. I do that a lot in everything that I do. Still, even in graphic design, even after 30 years, I learn new stuff all the time. Don't be afraid of not knowing and looking dumb and making mistakes. Those are the moments in which you push yourself forward. Your skills level up every time you get to a point there where you've done something before and you did it this way, but now you've learned a new way to do it that's better and faster and more efficient and has a better output than you did before. That's my exciting thing. You got to have what I call creative courage, right? You got to have the courage to put yourself out there, even if you get ridiculed for not knowing and not being the best at it, whatever it is. That's okay, because you're never going to be the best unless you have that courage. Unless you have that courage to put yourself out there and say, look, this is what I'm doing. I hope you guys like it. If you don't, too bad anyway. I'm still going to go with it. That kind of thing. Same thing when I change something here on the stream. You got to have courage to do that because people are used to the way it is before. And then I change my startup screen and people are like, yeah, but why is it not like it was before? Because it looks better now. That's why. It looks way cooler, I think. What do you guys think in the chat? Put a 1 in the chat if you think my startup sequence is one of the best startup sequences on Twitch. I'm telling you, mine is easily the most elaborate. I've never seen one as elaborate as mine, because I'm the only one who has spent hundreds of hours making it elaborate, just so while I'm doing 5,000 things behind the stream while it's starting up, you guys can have something fun to look at while I'm doing all of the little things I have to do. All right, now let's get into some battles. So we got an event to do, and we got a lot of battles to blow up, and let's get to it. Let's go. To battle! Oh yeah, lots of yeses in the chat. Yeah. I don't just want to be the best. I want to be the best there ever was. See, that's where you want to be, everybody. You want to be the best there ever was. And this is how I've been in graphic design. I didn't just want to be the best. I want to be the best there ever was. I want to be the go-to person. When you think, hey, I need graphic design done, who do you think of? Me. That's right. And that's my client still to this day. Please, Kismet, I can't find anybody to do this thing. Sorry, don't do graphic design for other people anymore. I've already done it. I proved it to myself. I feel like I'm the best at what I was doing, and at that time, and especially over all the years that I did my best work. And that's when you've done that. Then you're like, okay, what's my next challenge? My next challenge is here on the stream, making epic videos, and now really getting into 3D. I mean, really getting into it. And trying to do my best work I've ever done, because I've literally spent tens of thousands of dollars, and really as a hobby, 3D has been for this many years. I really want to get into it. Now look at this. We received a bunch of gifts, everybody, from Stream Raiders, because we have been working on the event, and it just automatically gives you a bunch of gifts. So sweet. Pretty sweet. That's part of this glitched event. The more we battle and the more we unlock, the more everybody's going to get. So we're going to get to it. Now, we got a really nice one here coming up. Now, again, this little side game we play called Stream Raiders, everybody. Don't worry. We'll get into some Fallout 76 and all of that here in a second. But right here, you can see that we've got a real sweet path here. We're going to get some loyalty tokens, and we're going to get our blue chest as well. Now, if you want to get the loot here, the green loot, You got to come and join us the battle before that, okay? And I would suggest in every battle, put down as many as you can. Remember, you put down one every 5 minutes. And you can just use your basic ones. You know, if you got a whole bunch of captains going at the same time, and I know that some of you do, you can even just put your basic ones down in mine. That's going to help. It's going to help everybody win more. It's going to help you get more loot. The more peeps you put down, because those basic ones are every 5 minutes. So every 5 minutes you can put another one in, and you put another one in, and put another one in. Even if you just put all tanks in, you put 6 tanks down every 5 minutes. Bam, you got 6 units. That means you have a chance at MVP, and that means you have a chance at getting some sweet loot. I think I might in the future also, you know what I should do? I should give out some caps for the MVP. Yeah, you have to put down 6 units and be the MVP. Let me write that down. And then I'll have my mods doing that. I'll think about it. I'm nothing set in stone. So all 6 units and be MVP. That's exactly what we're going to do. Then, if you're the MVP and you put down 6 units, then you get caps, which means you have a higher chance of winning loot here in the stream. I think that's going to set off 2022. Right. Okay, now that's a whole thing I have to implement to do that, everybody. So we'll come back to that another time, but let's go ahead and start a battle first. Okay, now the second I click the battle, bam, you guys are ready to go. Follow that link in the chat. Get in there, put one down. Now, of course, you got 5 minutes to make it happen. And then in 5 minutes, that one's going to be down, and then you can put down another one. Now, especially your archer, which takes 10 minutes to cool down. If you're going to put down a unit, I would put the archer down first. If you are new to the game, or if you just want to put down 6 units, put your archer down first because it takes 10 minutes. Then you put down like a tank. Now, a tank only takes 5 minutes. So you could put 6 tanks down if you want to, easily, because they come up every 5 minutes. So what you could do is then put down a tank next in 5 minutes, and then in another 5 minutes, after 10 minutes have expired, bam, you can put down another archer. See how that works? It works pretty well. But you need to start doing it right away. Now I'm going to put my unit in here so you guys kind of have a general idea where I'm going. I'm just going to go right here, and I'm just going to blast as many of these peeps as I can for you. Again, my goal is to get you guys maximum loot. Now, I don't get chests. I don't get all of that stuff. It doesn't matter. I am so incredibly rich right now. I'm like 12,000 because we've been doing so many battles and so much events. I have 12,000 gold. I can't even spend it. I have so much of it, I can't even spend it. But we can try, though. We can try. Because most of my army is level 30. I have the trifecta, which is the 3 rows of level 30s right here. Look at this. And the double tank, too. Look at this. A double level 30 tank. Pretty sweet. I've got some more to go down here, though. Oh, my war beast is ready to upgrade. Ooh, there's some. We can spend some money there. And my buster's ready. All right, nice. And my vampire's ready. Look at this. Oh, now we're getting the day started. And then see my Buster's level 29 now. He's almost level 30. And then I really only have 2 left, the Vampire and the Saint. And you're like, well, Kismet, what about these legendaries? Well, the legendaries you can only get like during events and stuff. So you definitely want to rock the events as much as you can. Now, I think my mage is level 30 as well. That's a legendary character at level 30. That's a real tough one, everybody. You got to do a lot of battles for that. But I love that. So, because if we really need some DPS power, guess what? Pulling out that mage to get you guys think. Most of the time, though, the best thing for me to pull out is the tank or my healer, Norbert here, or the rogue. I actually feel like these are my 3 strongest characters. The reason why is the tank, of course, can absorb the damage. But if we have plenty of tanks, I can go ahead and use the healer so I can get everybody nice and healed because he's an epic healer. He's going to AoE heal massive amount of people. Or the flying rogue is really great when we have portals. So because he can fly over everybody else, get to the portal, and then wipe out the portal so it stops spawning more and more mobs. Just like when you're playing New World or other games like that, taking out the spawn point is always your #1 objective. Like when we're running through dungeons, if we see a spawn point, we run and take out the spawn point first and then take out the mobs. Because otherwise it just generates so many mobs that you're going to have trouble in there, unless you want it to generate a lot of mobs and then just keep killing those mobs over and over again. You can also just leave it if you want to get that going. Now, I can also unlock some additional units down here, but they're just going to be doubles of what I've got. Look at, you could have a double legendary mage. Imagine if I had double legendaries, everybody. That's really insane. That's insanely awesome is what I think. Yeah, for sure. All right, so let's also go to the store. And again, go to the scrolls here. Right over here. Okay, nothing there. I'm going to go ahead and burn another 100 here. Nothing again. Okay, nothing there. Now, I really do need your guys' help and support here. We got to push forward a little bit. We got to push forward here a little bit. I can help out the stream by simply going right here, searching for Kismet, snatching up some of these skins right here. You can get them for yourself. Or, hey, you see somebody crushing it in-game. Here's what you do. You go ahead and click this little gift button right here, and you can gift them to other people who you see just absolutely crushing the battles, because this totally helps the stream a tremendous amount. It helps support the stream as well. All of it goes right back into the stream as well. So if you want to drop $5 or $10 on the stream, this is the best way to do it right here. A great way to do it. And this way we get a little bit closer to unlocking another skin, right? And as we keep going, we can go ahead and unlock Saltbot will be next, and then a whole bunch of other characters that we'll be adding to our skin library there, which is pretty cool. I think this is an awesome idea that you get your own custom characters in a game, right? Because I'm in the game. Look, that's me. I'm the tank. And then we got Norbert, and then we have Sparkledog. Who doesn't love a little flying corgi? Look at this. Flying is so well done. They do the artists are so incredibly amazing at that. So again, appreciate everybody who does help support via Stream Raiders as well. If you do a lot of battles here on the stream, I would appreciate some support there. That would be awesome. I do appreciate it. All right, so there we go. So we're going to keep the battles going. Let's keep it rocking, and now it is time. Oh, I gotta press the button down here first. I don't even have it launched. I keep Fallout 76 not launched because it logs me out. I don't know why it does that. It's really annoying. It should never log me out unless I log out, but it logs me out at 76 all the time. Okay, let's do it. Maybe it's allergies or something. Maybe that's what's up. Why, when it gets cold, do my allergies go off? Maybe because I'm inside more. I'm hiding from the cold. Maybe that's it. I don't know. It's like a combination of the flu and allergies. It's like all this stuff in my throat making it hard for me to talk. I'll have to work on it. Maybe I'll get back to taking some allergy pills here. Let's see. Add your camp's rustic appeal. Oh, log cabin stuff. Look at her face. She's like, oh... That's amazing. Oh, that's a Hellcats one. Oh, that is cool. I like the field gear. That's cool. That's cool. Cool stuff. Okay, we're going for the free stuff though. What do we got for free? Radexes. All right, I'll take it. I don't turn down free stuff, everybody. I don't turn it down. I don't do it ever. All right, everybody. Now come and join me. You can go ahead and jump onto the Discord. I am on there right now in the Tycoons Live section. Now, please keep it PG-13. Obviously, I am on the stream here. Now, I'm no saint, everybody, when it comes to cussing and all of that. But I try to make it comfortable for people here on the stream. Because sometimes, you know, you're doing your homework or you might be sneaking in watching my stream at work or whatever. Don't get in trouble. You get the general idea. And so I try to keep it comfortable for people. I have nothing to prove by, you know, using curse words every other word. I feel like that's a young person's thing, right? You do that because, you know, you want to put a little flair on what you're saying. And I used to cuss every other word, or it would just be cuss words. And then I'd throw a regular word in there every now and again. That's how I used to be, and it makes it really uncomfortable for other people who are just trying to chill, man. They just try to chill out. Don't invade other people's chill is what I'm thinking. All right, let's go. Woo, come on, load, baby, load. Bam, there we go, loading. All right, let's do our basic stuff. Let's get our free loots. I love anything that generates me free loot, everybody. It's just like, it does it while I'm not even around. I'm out and about in the wasteland, and it's over here just pumping out purified water, pumping out stuff. This is how I dominate the wasteland, everybody, as I have it making stuff for me while I'm doing something else. I call it setting it and forgetting it, right? You set it and forget it, and then boom, you walk away, GG, you're good. You come back later, and you got free loot kicking it in your base over here. All right, let's check and see if we are on our crafting. We are. Okay, now we're going to run and do our basic stuff. Let's go. Modify, repair. Again, I'm going to take a minute here to do all my basic stuff, which I do every single day. I go in and I double check all this stuff. Otherwise, I get started and then I realize my armor's broken or my weapon breaks or something like that in this game. I highly suggest to go in and do some basic stuff. So I checked for repair on my weapons and my armor. I'm also going to go in here and hit Q to see if anything's craftable. If I see smelting is available, then I go ahead and smelt any of that stuff down to fertilizer so I can put it into my scrap box. And then I go to food, same thing, see if there's any food. Q to toggle craftable to see if there's anything that I can craft. In this case, it says no because there's no items. And then we're going to go to our scrap box and drop all that stuff off. Looking good. Now we're going to go ahead and work on any legendaries to trade those out. So let's go to our stash box here. Let's see if we've got any legendaries. Nope, we've already traded them out. Then let's go in here to the vendor. And that is the moment everybody's in the vendor. That's okay. We'll go ahead. It's just funny when I log. The exact moment that I log in is everybody's on the vendor. They got all day. They got 24 hours in the day to be on. Oh, I just moved that in there. To be on the vendor. But when the second I go in there, that's when they're in the vendor. Okay, what else we got? Let's try to clear out any extra stuff we've got here. We're looking pretty good in here. I'm just going to get rid of this extra spoiled stuff in here too. I think we had a lot of stem packs. Is kind of what I remember. Oh my gosh, so many, too many. You need maybe 100 as a backup, but that's way too many. I got 162 supers. I'm gonna use my supers up today too. That's just too many. It's just sucking up. Look how much it dropped, everybody. It's at 539. Let me put that back in there. Watch this. Let me put them stem packs back in there. Usually keep about 30 or so on me. So let's say roughly 30. So that's around 400 weight. 400 weight that's in my inventory right now. It would actually be more weight efficient for me to have them on me because I have the thing that reduces the weight of my stuff, of my stem packs and things like that. Like notice how when they go onto my character, it's 273 now. Watch this. Over here, it's 669 right now. I put them over there as 300 or so weight that just went up. Went up from 600 to 900. But on me, when I put them on me, you notice that it's 247 right now. And when I put them on me, boom, it only went up by about 50. The reason why is because I have a perk that reduces the weight. So that basically saves me hundreds of weight in my storage. So a great Kismet tip there for you. A great way of reducing your inventory. You got to find all of these tricks, everybody. They've increased the inventory. It used to be 300, everybody, when you first started the game. It was 300. I don't know what they were thinking. I don't think they've ever played a Fallout game. Even at 1,200, it's not enough. It is not enough for me to be able to save something for later or for me to do the thing from later. You have to find all of these tricks in the gameplay, in the way that you store your stuff, to be able to use all this stuff. I think that's still way too many. That's still way too many in there. Let's get 30 more of those out of there. There's no way I can get rid of all of these, though. This is way too much for the vendor. The vendor is going to get overwhelmed. And he's going to run out of caps very quickly with that many stem packs. Let's see. Where's my other stuff as well? See, this I hate having to scroll through all of this every time. Why don't they just put that in a separate... Put it in a separate container! Like it does in Fallout 4. Why must you torture poor Kismet? Put it in a separate container. I just want to display it. I don't want to look at it every single time I go to my inventory. Makes me want to play Fallout 4 just so that doesn't do that. And no, we're not playing Fallout 4 anytime soon, everybody. I'm going to save it for... I think what I'll do is I'll continue that playthrough we did last year, next December, as well as part of Fallout for Hope. I think that might be an annual thing that we do here in stream. I had so much fun. Did you guys have fun doing that? Put a 1 in the chat or use your yes in there if you enjoyed that Fallout for Hope. That was amazing. I thought $500 was going to be a lot. and you guys absolutely knocked it out of the park. We were the top 10 in the top 10 of all the 300 plus streamers. We were in the top 10. You got to think some of those are big streamers too. They are big monster streamers, way bigger than mine, and we outdid most of them because of your awesome generosity here in the stream. I appreciate all of you every single day. You know, some people, they get to a point where they feel like they're Mr. Big Stuff, and they forget all of the people and all of the kind people that help them along the way. I never do. I never do. I appreciate every person along the way who came in, hit follow, or said hi, Kismet, or whatever it was they did in the chat. I feel like that's the least you could do. That's the least. That's the bare minimum in life is to appreciate those who show you some love, for sure. Okay, what am I doing, everybody? I can't remember. I'm doing something. I'm finding my grape mentats. That's what I'm trying to do. Did I use them? I don't know. I can't even remember. What the heck? Did I not take them out? They're aid. Grape mentats. Right there. Okay, I'm just not seeing them today. Aid. Oh, it's because I'm in the wrong thing. There we are. Grape mentats. Okay. That was incredibly difficult just to get those going. Okay. My brain would just cooperate. We'd have much more easier time of it. All right, let's first get rid of all the grenades. Oh, there's a gauze rifle there too. Let's scrap that here in a minute. I get rid of all the grenades. I don't use grenades most of the time. Unless I have them and then, like, you know, it's the time to do it. Oh, we should burn a lot of this food too. Random stuff in here. I just click all the... Uh-oh. Uh-oh, cursor lockup. Yeah. I swear, I can't have one day without some sort of technical problem. Yeah, that's Fallout 76 crashing. Boom. All right, well, let's just start the day off with a nice little crash. All I'm trying to do is just simply trying to sell my stuff to the vendor. I tried. I hope my grape mentats didn't go off. I hate wasting mentats. Come on. Back in we go. I rarely have crashes, but I don't know what's the deal. I guess we're going to a different server now. And now I got to find out and see if my camp comes up. There should be an option that only puts you, you can just click it on and it only puts you on a server where your camp can come up, right? So you don't have to go and see if it's right and then keep jumping and jumping. You should have a preference to turn it on and say, hey, only, look for a server that doesn't have someone in my camp location. And do that. That'd be a great tip for Bethesda over there. That'd be a great one. For sure. Let me scroll me down just a little bit. Because I lean back in my chair. This chair is so incredibly comfortable, everybody. Though I would love to have one of those cool noble chairs that have the Vault-Tec look to it. Oh my God, those look so awesome. They look super comfy too. I wonder how comfortable they are. See, not only do I look at stuff for the look, but how comfortable they are. These DX racers, man, they are super comfortable. I've had this one for like 10 years, everybody, and it's absolutely still as wonderful as it was the day I got it. All right. Let's get out of there. Okay, got my camp back. All right, let's try this again. Jeez, this is way harder than it needs to be. Okay, here we go. And what were we doing? We were selling grenades. Did we do that? Okay, did sell my grenades. Decryption. Decryption today. And then what we were doing? We were eating our food. That's what we were doing. We were eating our food in here. So I get distracted because it crashes and I got to deal with it. Okay, food, carrots, soup, crave, kick it, liver, meat, cricket, death claw. Oh yeah, I forgot. Let's have some dirty water. That's some tasty stuff there. Fog crawler. I go and I eat one of these, right? Because I'm just gonna sell them. So I just go through and just kind of zap everything. That's just me. I don't really look at food and use food for what it's really best for. I'm really bad in that, and I don't really care because I feel like it just takes too much of my time. But hey, it does have a great effect. If you do want to do stuff and stack stuff to help yourself in the long run, that is a great way of doing it. But in my case, I collect caps is one of my things. In my case, I just use it as a temporary thing so my character is has food. But I don't like to carry it around because it weighs my character down. So that's why I sell it all. Because I don't want to weigh my character down the whole time while I'm playing. And so I want my character to be able to, get around whatnot. God, he's already down to 6. Look, he's already down to 670 caps already. Just in what I sold so far. All right, let's try to get rid of as much of this as we can. I seriously doubt he's going to have enough caps anywhere close to be able to get rid of this stuff at a reasonable level. Sell. Yeah, no, not even. He's got 295 left. Okay. That's going to be 290. It's going to be 29. Because 29 times 10 is 290. Boom. You got 5 caps. You got 5 caps. So I got 145 there and another 100 in there and 168 super stem packs. So yeah, way too many stem packs up in here. Now, the other way I get rid of stuff is I use my bobby pins. I save these up so I can get those extra little bit of caps there. Now, I got to be careful. I'm at 3,700 caps. You can only have 40,000. I wish they would bring it to 50,000. This way you have a bit longer of a leeway when you're trying to do the aristocrat bonuses. But there we go. All right, that done. Now we got to put all this right back into here because I'm not going to lug around all of that. Turn that off. All right. That into there. And then, we're going to go supers today. Okay, so here's the thing. You want to always keep some stem packs on you. You know why? Because your super stem packs cannot be used to res people. So if my team members go down, I at least want to have some stem packs on me so I can res them. So you always want to have regular stem packs. But in this case, I'm going to have my super stem packs. And so when I do my wheel here, I'm going to hit C. I'm going to go to here, hit C, and then I'm going to change them to my super stem packs. Now, what's the difference between a stem pack and a super stem pack? Which should be your first question. This one right here, it does a initial burst of healing by a slower rate of healing. And this one does a lot more healing, right? This does like a massive amount more. It doesn't tell you exactly which, like this one says removes 300 rads. But this one doesn't say it does a lot more healing than the previous one, right? But, you get the general idea. I really wish it would tell you more. I mean, you can inspect it and whatnot. Restores health with initial bursts followed by a rate of healing. But it doesn't say, it restores 300 health and then, 25 health over time. I feel like that should be part of the description of those type of items, I think. That's just me and my crazy ideas. All right, we got that done. Now, again, there's always all this initial stuff I need to do, everybody, each day. Otherwise, if I just run and start doing stuff, what happens is my character gets full very quickly, and then it just becomes really annoying to do anything. So you got to clear inventory as much as you can. Now, I try to do it at the end at the end of my playthrough, but I forgot to do all of this stuff. And some stuff you also have to wait for the reset. Like every day it resets as well. You can see here I don't even charge for this stuff. I just give it away for free. It sucks up some of my inventory space, but you know what? That's 1333. But hey, you know what? I try to help out the wasteland. Try to lend him a hand. And again, this is a part of it, right? You think other games were the first looter and shooters? Well, guess what? Fallout was the first looter and shooter. It actually has a lot of loot in here that you have to micromanage. And I'm not even going to look at any of this stuff now. I'm just going to put it away in my inventory just so I don't have to look at it because I made a lot of room getting rid of some of that stem packs and stuff out of there just so I can just throw this stuff in here and deal with it later. This stuff doesn't weigh very much. Like that's less than 1. The things that weigh a lot are missiles. Do not put missiles in your inventory, everybody. Don't leave them in your inventory. Don't put them in your stash. Don't do anything with them except for trash them by throwing them away. That's the first thing I do. Missiles are like the biggest useless thing in the game because they weigh so much. And the fact that they don't really do that much damage. They're not really like rockets in Fallout 4, man. If you rocket some stuff, man, it's gonna get annihilated. Look at Moose doing weird pose there. basically, they are going to actually do some damage and be very useful. But in this game, no, not at all. I find that missiles are the most useless thing in the entire game, for sure. So I'm going to go ahead and run over here and get into bed and do some stuff over here and get this going on. Now remember, everybody, but I got to do all my stuff first. So find something else to do while I'm working on this. Don't stand around and look at me and wave at me and all of that, because I'm trying to get all of this done as quickly as possible so I can get to actually playing the game. Now, this is what I'm doing now is I'm getting buffs for my character. This, when you rest in the bed, you get well rested or kindred spirit, depending on if you have an ally, and it's going to help me for 3 hours of bonus XP. Now, why is that important? Well, one of your quests, usually every single day, your daily, is to get a level up every single day, which is not easy when you get it to the higher levels without, doing a bunch of events, which is usually your best way of getting that going on. So I do that, and then I'll do this one. I feel like doing the full trifecta today. Let's go. We're going to do some lifting. Do you even lift, bro? Man, that must hurt to lift with that backpack on, right? Because you got that thing jamming in your back while you're lifting heavy weight. Yeah. That's pretty tough. I give it to him. He's a tough guy to lift it with that backpack jamming in your back the whole time. I've done some heavy lifting, and I can tell you, I have trouble just, with the pad in your back. Well, heavy lifting for me anyway, not heavy lifting for gigantic people who can lift really heavy weights. There it is. Got some strength. These only take 30 seconds, just like the bed, but they just seem to feel like longer than 30 seconds. And by the time you've done this, right, they only last for like 30 minutes. So you got to go utilize them right away. Otherwise, it was a waste of your time to even, sit here for 30 seconds. I feel like they should last for an hour because, if you're going to take this time, these are a couple minutes that you're taking to do this. So you've already cut into the time of your other buffs. An hour would be a more reasonable time for spending 30 seconds doing that, right? If somebody's doing something, rockets are getting shot. Making my screen shake. All right, there we go. Okay, I think we got our stuff done. Bam. And let's see, 141. Now we just need to, there's a mod on my character. One more check here of just our random loot. Let's make sure there's nothing to scrap here. Let's scrap that. Oh, and I got a large capacitor. Awesome. That's how you get mods, is you scrap weapons, and then you might get that particular mod for that particular weapon. Speaking of mods, scrap that mod out of there. And then we'll just check our inventory here. Let's see what we got. We've got way too many carry-away. Oh, the spoiled food. That was the other thing I was going to do. Spoiled food. Get rid of that. There we go. All right, apparel looking good, armor, food, aid, miscellaneous. Oh God, we got stuff in there, miscellaneous. Okay, miscellaneous. The best way to do miscellaneous that I've found, because miscellaneous is annoying. They should have put, passwords and keys, right? Passwords and keys. They went in and made all of these other categories, and the one category they did make, I didn't need aid and food to be separate. I was fine. It was that did not need to happen for me. Maybe it helps other people. Did I need to have armor and apparel separate? No. But you know what could have been separate? That would have been amazing. Would have been your keys and passwords. It's so annoying. This whole category sucks. It sucks in Fallout 4 and it sucks in Fallout 76. Passwords and keys should be their own thing way at the end beyond the ammo over there, which you're never going to touch, really. You're never going to look at that unless you're doing like playthrough number 4 and you're trying to remember, do I have the key for whatever? But most of the time, you never look at most of this, right? So you put it off in its own category, password and keys, you put them over there, and then all the other miscellaneous stuff like your repair kits and bobby pins and all of that stuff will be in a nice short category, and you can see what's in there weighing you down. So the best way I found, instead of looking through 10,000 useless things here, is to go by weight. And so it brings all the heavy stuff to the top, like legendary modules. Look at that. That's stack weight of 7. So I can go ahead and get that off of me. So now I have 7 more points right down there so I can carry more stuff. Basic repair kits, I'm not going to use those. Get those out of there. Claim tokens. Those don't weigh very much. Stack of 4, but still that's more. Improved repair kits, I definitely don't need 5 of those on me. Gunpowder, no reason to run around with gunpowder on you. You're going to use that for crafting later. Just throw it in your bag. And now I'm down to 116. So that had a huge effect, everybody. That's a lot of weight. And sometimes I'll go in here, like it used to have burnt books in miscellaneous. They finally moved it to junk later. But literally, I would have like 50 weight of burnt books in here because, you know, I super loot. And I'm like, why am I so overweight all the time? And I only recently discovered the idea of doing it by weight because all of the keys and the passwords and all of this other junk down here, all of this stuff weighs nothing. So the fact that it weighs nothing means that it'll be down further out of the way. Oh, we got to do our treasury notes too. Let's not forget that too. So that really does help a lot. Oh, we got a small backpack in there. I thought I already got rid of all that stuff. Maybe I just got another one. I don't know. Let's put all these fortunes away, at least the ones we can. I don't know why. I think the one you get for that day, it doesn't put it away, I guess, until after your thing is over. I don't know why it does that. That's that. No mods. And we already did ammo. And look at all these useless fusion cores in here. I got to really work on my fusion cores. Why do I keep 308 on me? I'm not playing Fallout 4. I'm not using 308. On Fallout 4, I use 308 for my Overseer's Guardian. So that totally was that. One improved repair kit is more than enough. And I want to be about 100. There we go. That's looking pretty good. See, I'm about 100. I'm 116 right there. That's where I want to be, right in that area. And now I'm finally kind of ready to start doing some other stuff other than managing my gear. But I still have 2 other things to do before I start going and running around and getting into trouble. One, I have to go to Foundation to get that going on and whatnot. Now, again, find something else to do while I'm running around. They put a key ring in the game, but it doesn't work in the stash. Well, there you go. There you go. When did they put the key ring in? I don't remember that. The world was full. Oh, no worries. I crashed anyway, so I went to a different world. Let's do a battle. To battle! All right, I'm going to boost your guys' range damage. Get you guys going on. Why run into the Foundation and do some gold bullion chain swap out? I think we're going to walk all over these peeps. Look at that. That's actually a pretty strong start to our first battle. 43 units. Good job, everybody. That's 1,000 kids caps. Even though we didn't hit 100 units, you guys started strong. I'm going to give you 1,000 for that. Let's see if we can get it up to 100 today, though. Let's kick some butt on some stream raiders. Everybody put 6 down. See if we can get 100 going on. Now, what I'm doing right now while you guys are watching that is I'm trading out my gold bullion right here. So I'm running up to there. I haven't done it yet. I just ran up into the Foundation. All right, bam, there we go. Shredded Flags, Keijin, getting some love. Oh, Keijin walking with an epic scroll to start the day. And Tardis, MVP with 4 kills and 7 assists. Nice job. Again, I'm going to add a reward system for whoever's MVP, but you got to have all 6 units down. If you have 6 units, oh, look, now see, just what I was talking about earlier, everybody. Look, we get some epic scrolls from doing the events. So you want to do the events as much as you possibly can, especially these ones right here. Look at this. Oh, let's do it. Oh, some nice green ones. Get some loyalty tokens. Let's fire it up. Oh, I forgot to look at my quest today. What the heck is this weirdness that's going on here? I don't know. I think these are the mobs. It's hard to tell which are the mobs and which are not the mobs. I'm going to say right there is my deal. So I've been using my bomber and my vampire. Vampire is pretty cool because when the vampire hits, he actually heals himself from the more damage and the more mobs he kills. A real brilliant idea. So it lands to attack. Each unit killed heals the vampire for 15. I don't think it's not attack. It's just killing. So every time they kill a mob, they heal themselves. So it really helps them stay alive. Imagine a real high level one, and mine's an epic one too because I only get to put 1 unit down. And so mine is instantly an epic every single time. So very, very cool. But you guys have the advantage because you can put down way more units, which means you're going to get way more loot. And the whole goal of this game, by the way, to get more loot is to get more kills and more assists. The more units you put down, the more kills and more assists you're going to get. That's just a simple fact of that. And then where you put your thing is very important. Like if you want to kamikaze out here, boom, by yourself and put a unit down here and try to run out here and get as many kills and assists you can, well, then there you go. You're going to get more higher up in the list, which means you get more loot. So, great trip. See, like Reaper, he put his over here. Now, of course, you also want to gather around the group. And if we're too spread out, then, of course, we don't finish, and then you don't get any loot from the thing. But you definitely can spread out a little bit to help out as well, especially if we've got a big group and we need to stop the other group from, getting behind and hitting our things. Great to put some tanks around just to block them from running up behind us and wiping out our support. Our main goal is to protect our support group. Protect the support group so that they can survive and keep everybody healed and buffed so we can win. All right, now here we are. We're going to go ahead and trade this out. I literally have 30 days worth of this stuff to trade out. And I burned a lot of mine up yesterday. Apparently the vendor was over here at Foundation. I should have looked when I ran in. I didn't even look. Let's go see if she's out there. Let me turn my sound back on. There we go. Let's go see if she's out here. I should turn my auto run. What's auto run in here? X. Can you change the guy? I have never even looked if you could change the command keys. Controls. Auto run. X. Can I change it to my... Oh, I can change it! That's what I have it on New World. I like using my middle. Oh, she's gone. She's gone. Yeah, look at that. A little upgrade. I didn't even know you could change the command keys. I've never even bothered to change the command keys. But there we go. Very nice. So now it's using mouse 5. I have a... oh, it gets it. There we go. I have a Razer Naga Chroma Epic, and so it's the mouse button up here. You can see I have 3 mouse buttons up on the top. So I'm using that mouse button on the top for auto run. It helps a lot later on. Oh! Radiation rumble. Oh, hold on, muted. Radiation rumble up. Oh my God, it just popped up. Okay, I drop everything that I'm doing when radiation... Oh wait, no, don't get in the power armor yet. Teleport first. Get in the correct set. I drop everything I'm doing when I see radiation rumble. Let's do it. That's a great way to start. Boom, 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 boom. I got to get back and change my perks to where there are for battle. And I'll have remind me to go to the purveyor after this, everybody. I drop everything. If I see radiation rumble, I drop everything else I'm doing and get the crew together, and then we're going to get over there. Again, if you are on the Discord, I'm going to prioritize you into the party. So just so you guys know. And then I got to say hello. Hey everybody, I'm Radiation Rumble up. I'm getting prepped for it right now. I'm going to get my perks on and then I'm going to jump over there. See, that's what's so nice about being on Discord is that I can just talk directly to you peeps without there being a delay like there is here on stream. Shotgun set. Armor on. There we go. There we go there. Radiation Rumble. Join. I'll create the group once I get in position, everybody. Don't worry. I'll do a group here in a second. I'm going to create the group here in a second when I get in position. Or actually, I should do it now before they start it. All right. Who we got? We got Tardis, who's in Discord. We're going to get him. We've got Dragon Overlord. I saw him in the Discord. Who else we got? We got Shred also in. All right, bam, you're in. Let's do it. We're going to create a public group. We're going to go intelligence. Look at me. Look at me like all organized and stuff. Let's do it! Oh, my favorite event in the game. Let's go, baby. Let's get some... Look at Tardis already in there ready to go. Tardis is on point, bro. On point. Okay, time for the GAT. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Legendary, right out of the gate. And my goal is just to tag them and bag them, right? I don't kill them. The reason why is I want everybody to get a hit. Now, there's always this guy. Don't be this guy, everybody. Don't stand out there. You're slowing down the spawn. You're slowing down the spawn. If you're standing out there, it offsets the spawn, because otherwise they just spawn right there and run in. But if you're standing there, you're slowing down the spawn and ruining it for everyone else who's trying to get a hit at. Another legendary there. Just stand back here and hit the mobs as they come in. Don't stand up there and be in the way of the spawn. Get over here! Get over here, Menteris! Don't stand over there! Miss out on some loot. Get over here! Standing out there. They always do it on my side, too. They don't do it on the other side. They do it on my side. Because what's happening right now is they're hitting mobs on that side, and I'm hitting mobs on this side. So they're getting this loot, and I'm getting that loot at the same time. This is how you work together as a team in this game. Right? Now, unless you're going and you're collecting the ore, which Moose is doing there. I saw him run by. Then it's fine. But other than that, all you gotta do is tag him. You don't have to insta-kill him. Just tag them, let everybody tag them, then everybody gets the loot, right? You don't have to be so selfish as to kill all the loot just for yourself. That's not cool, bro. Couldn't get that guy in time. I'm gonna make me a video that's like a public service announcement. Please do not do this. Do not stand out there. See how the spawn is not consistently coming in? And normally it just consistently comes in as you go, and then everybody can get a hit in. Same thing happens on the other side. If you stand too close to the other side, then what happens is they start to spawn in this gate here, right? They start to spawn in the back there. And when they spawn in the back there, it just makes it real awkward to get anything. Oh yeah, here we go. Try to move back and forth between one side and the other. Man, really a lot of participation in it, though. That's good. You want to see a lot of people, because the more people, the more spawn you're going to get, I find, in a lot of these events. But the problem is, of course, you got the rogue peeps who are up there, you know, blocking. Blocking. Come on, bro. We'd all get more loot if you wouldn't stand up there. I talk to people. They can't hear me, everybody. Look at that. All you guys are up there screwing around. You should have been protecting those scavengers. Another legendary there. I only have to hit him a few times, and that's it. So this game is not like New World, where you got to get like 30% damage. All you have to do is just tag them. Right, like that. If you tag them, then not only am I going to get the loot, but my whole group's going to get the loot. Right? And that's what's really cool about Fallout 76. I love that part of it. Is the part that you're getting loot for everybody. As opposed to, you know, just being selfish and getting it just for yourself. This is why they're using that weapon too, that electric weapon. They're using that electric weapon so it AoEs all the mobs and it chains to different mobs. So they can try to get a hit in before these yo-yos here one-shot them all. And shotgun's also another great weapon. Especially an explosive shotgun, because you're AoEing. Right there, right? Doing some AoE damage. Hitting a bunch of them at the same time. This is also another great weapon for this. I guess I could just be using my shotgun. Problem with this shotgun is that I need to add a thing that has more bullets in it. Because there's a lot of reload time in the shotgun. My Gatling laser has less the reload time because it has like 999 bullets. But it has a queue up time too. So I kind of have to click it a little bit to have the queue ready to go. So when they run in, I can try to tag them. Also, I've noticed that I'm colliding into people lately. Did they add that to the game where you collide into other people? They added like player collision or something. Like I feel like I'm always bumping into people all the time, which really sucks. Legendary. There's a drawback of a lot of participation is the fact that you're not getting any mobs. Dragon Overlord, don't stand out there. Don't stand out on the edges there, Dragon Overlord, if you can help it. If you stand on the ends, then it slows down the spawn. You want to stay in the center spot. You just tag anything you can. Because you're part of the group, you're gonna get all this loot anyway. So you really, the other two people in the group, what they can do is just hit the ones on the side in the center, while the rest of us, one person's doing this side and the other person's doing the other side, and then everybody's gonna get the loot anyway. Explosive shotgun. Yes, okay, he's finally caught clue. Get out of there. You're actually getting less mobs because you're doing that, bro. You're actually getting everybody less mobs. Oh, see, that's the moment it reloads. There you go. Great job making me get less XP. But that's okay, because watch this, everybody. This is one of my favorite new features of the game. You hit R, and then you hit R for take all. This is added specifically for this instance, I'm telling you. Watch this. It just looted all of it. Now, you get, like, carpal E-tunnel from pressing E so much in this particular one that it literally starts to hurt your hand because you go around, and it usually takes longer to loot this one than it does actually to do the event. Now, look, I proved my point. Look, I looted the whole areas. I told to take all, but yet there was an instance left over, a loot instance nearby where I was standing because it hit the maximum amount of nodes that it can pick up at one time. So you definitely want to go in and do it again, right? Do it again, and it will get this whole area, and then a whole bunch back here. Now, I don't trust it, so I go through, and if I see some laying on the ground, I'll hit some. And you'll see it went all the way to here, but it didn't get all these. You're like, well, Kismet, you didn't even shoot these. Well, my crew was over here shooting these, so not only did they get all the ones that I shot from that side, I get all the ones that they shot from this side. So what we're going to do is find the center of where we're at, and then we're going to go like this, and then we're going to say take all, and bam, look at this. Now it's going to get all of this over here as well. Now, I strongly suggest that you do, if you see any piles left, that you run over there and check those just in case it hit those max nodes right there. And again, that's the second time, or actually more than the second time, that I've seen that it did not grab a node that was nearby me because it kind of hit its maximum amount that it'll grab at one time. There's definitely a limiter on it, I can tell, for sure. Right there. Now, let's not forget to check back here. Let's go ahead and get our free... Oh, really? There's nothing in there. Free first aid. Now, one thing that happens when you're blocking this side is mobs start to spawn behind here, which really sucks, and it's hard to get your loot. But because you have that AoE loot, Bam, you can get all your loot. You can get your loot that's under the turrets now and everything. It's feels like one of my favorite features that they've added now to Fallout 76, which actually makes it better than Fallout 4 when it comes to looting. Because, you know, sometimes you're killing stuff in Fallout 4 and your loot gets lost, right? You get falls in the water or it goes into a bush or something like that. And you know, you're in the middle of a battle. So you're, killing 10 mobs. And whatever happened to that mob when it got hit or maybe got exploded and went flying somewhere, you don't know where it's at. And you can't get to it. It's behind something. It's in a rock. It's in whatever. But an AoE loot protects you from losing your loot that gets underneath the turrets, and then you can't get that loot. But now you can. So big love to them for continuously working on improving the enjoyment of the game there. So fantastic job to the Fallout 76 crew. See, I give them credit where credit is due, and I also will call them out on things I think they should fix. I show them some love. I'm always respectful, though. Always respectful of the crew. They're doing a good job over there. They've been working real hard. They had to take a lot of heat. I feel like more heat than they deserved. But they are absolutely crushing it now. Making it very fun. Very, very fun. There we go. Get a little first aid, free first aid. I really should stop picking that up. I really should get rid of a lot of this stuff. Oh, no. I hope you didn't just get here, bro. I hope that guy didn't, because he looked like he just got here and he was running down in there to do it. Everybody just hanging out up here. What up, brah? What up, brah? Later. Hanging out at the end there. There is still one character who stops where he shouldn't. I know. There's always somebody who does that. It's usually the noob. Yeah, when did they put a key ring in? I don't remember no key ring. I mean, I've used a mod for a key ring in Fallout 4 and to organize the stuff. Oh, I better not do that. I use my AoE shotgun, and then what happens is it hits these mobs too. I'll try not to do that. Bam! See, instead of standing inside there, I just come out here and use my tent. It's way easier. I put all my stuff away in the tent. Oh, there was some death claws in there. Death claws must have came in on the other side. Then I can scrap any more items I need to do over here. I can go ahead and put away these legendaries. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. Nope, 6 there. And then 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 legendaries from one event, everybody. I'm telling you, just let everybody get a hit in, and then everybody gets 15 legendaries. I know, 15 times 24 maximum people on the server, that's a lot of legendaries that you could get. And it's more efficient to not insta-kill the mob and to let everybody get a hit in. And it's more beneficial to everyone to not just insta-kill everything. Because you got that many people there, believe me, those mobs are going to die anyway. You're going to be fine. You're not going to die unless you're low level. But even if you're low level, you just run back in again and get your stuff, no big deal. Because it doesn't drop anything but your junk, right? The junk stuff, you can always get more of that. But it's not going to drop your weapons or your armor or anything like that. You're going to be fine. And that's a heck of a great way to start the thing, because I think I haven't even looked at my challenges yet. Oh, purveyor. Go to the purveyor while I'm thinking about it. That's a great way to start the day, everybody, because that's going to get you your a ton of XP and a ton of rep for your challenge, as well as maybe give me a level up. I didn't see if I leveled up or not. I'll go ahead and take a look here after I teleport. I hope I did, because then that takes care of the level up right away. You know, if that happened every day, every time I logged in to game, and bam, it instantly went Radiation Rumble. Really need to know how to... is there a way to initiate Radiation Rumble? Do you guys know? Is there like a sequence of quests that we could do to make that happen? I don't even know what triggers Radiation Rumble. I don't know if it's just random or if it has a trigger. Like some things, like the sheep squatch, you can trigger it, right? If you go and you do the kind of quest line of that, and then you have the ability just to trigger it when it's back up again, you can do it. It's random. Okay, it's completely RNG. All right, I thought so, but you know, I don't know. They might have changed it or whatever. The one thing to get smarter in life, everybody, you have to admit that you don't know everything. All right. I find that my best way to learn new stuff. And so that's why I'll just ask, right? And the dumbest question is the question you don't ask, for sure. See, we get a pie today. Oh, no pie for kids. I try just once a day. It's pretty fun. Pretty fun to get that going on. All right, now we're ready. We're ready to rock. We're ready to get it going on. Now, again, if you do need the daily, make sure to let me know. Now, again, I prioritize anybody who's in the Discord first in the group. They're going to get first shot at doing the daily ops. So we're going to do that next. Oh, I always move my cursor right at the end there. It takes so long for this window to go away because it does all these effects. There we go. Let's go get brutalized. And what are we going to do in here? Explodes on death. Awesome. Armor-piercing attacks, and we're in the Galleria. At least we're in the Galleria. I like that one. I don't like this one, and I have made it very plain here in the stream that I do not like the decryption one. I think it just is not fun. It's not harder fun. It's like harder annoying. And again, I like the uplink one. That's my favorite one because it's like work together and to get the thing done, as opposed to running around and mobs are so strong that they one-shot you the whole time while you're playing. That sucks. It sucks big time. All right. Let's get in here. Let's get our op on. Oh, I didn't even have... well, I don't think we needed it in there anyway. I didn't have my team medic on. Let's get that going. Get my team medic on for this one because this one's going to be painful. All right. Doing the daily op, everybody. Let's do it. All right, now now's a good time to check all my weapons are up and running. Yeah. Okay. Ready to go. Now, it says I have 52 fusion cores, but how many fusion cores of those are full fusion cores? I prefer to have nothing but full fusion cores. I usually drop the low-level junky fusion cores, but I haven't had time yet to get in and do it. Maybe I'll do it after the stream today. Spend some time getting more fusion cores. Because it's really easy to do if you have a... you guys can sit and watch me collect fusion cores all day. How about that? That'd be pretty exciting. Just leave the stream on while I'm just every now and again, every 30 minutes, I come back to the stream and do that. That would be real awkward, everybody. A lot of the stuff that I do, like collecting fusion cores or, collecting like, an hour worth of wood and stuff like that, I typically do that stuff off stream because I feel like that's not very entertaining for most of you. I know some of you are hardcore and you would be here anyway. I appreciate you. But most of the time I try to do that stuff offline. Just because also I'm more focused when I'm doing it as well. When I'm, always checking the chat every 5 minutes or every 3 minutes, it definitely distracts me from collecting that wood and getting that done. And then I got it done and I can move on to the next thing that I like to do. So. All right, waiting on Dragon Overlord to load up. Now, again, if you do need to do the daily, let me know. The daily ops, we'll run it once with this crew, and then we will swap you in. But you let me know in the chat. It's much easier to let me know if you were on Discord, though. It'd be way easier. We can just talk directly to me. All right, there we go. We got everybody in. Getting out for the ready check. Dragon's ready. Shred's ready. And TARDIS ready. All right, let's do this. Ha ha ha. We gonna die. We gonna get explodipated. All right, now this whole entire time after this. Oh, great. Exploding mole miners. Oh God, my sound is delayed now. Oh God. Nothing like, standing in the middle somewhere and not looking at your screen because you have to fix your audio while you got exploding mobs running at you. Hold on, I gotta fix my audio's delayed. I know why. This has been happening a lot in OBS lately. My audio is delayed. There we go. All right, that's better. See, the thing is I can hear exactly what you hear. I have it set up in such a way that it pipes it through, so the output of what's going out of OBS goes to my ear. Now, if I was just listening to my gaming computer, then it would be in time. But if I hear it, I can hear what you guys hear, and you would hear it delayed. So I have it piping. I hear the game sound through OBS, so I know when it's delayed. something I learned a long time ago as a streamer is to, when you're working on your audio, make sure that you're hearing what the stream is hearing and not just the sound from your local game machine. Yeah, I like the range mobs because they're over there where I can shoot them and they're not going to blow up on me. Alright, eliminate the carrier this way. I'm hearing the... I'm not hearing dance... Now, look, I'm not hearing the game audio of dance talking. I turned some of the audio down? Oh, God, it's always something. Did I turn the... Oh, I did! I did change all the voice stuff. Oh, I was doing that for a video. Oh, I didn't even notice that yesterday. I didn't even notice. No music. Effects all the way. Well, effects all...
Connection is cut. No rest for the weary.
Any music, no. Chat, no.
Bastards, and I'll try to hone in on
So those are the only things that I want on. Alright, there we go. Oh, that is kind of nice that you can turn, like, dance off. And especially that lady that always tells me, hey, you got to power up the Poseidon energy plant over and over and over. Again, this whole entire thing, instead of working together as a team and all of that, all you're doing is looking at your radar the whole time. That's all I do. Just look at my radar and see where the mobs are so I can try to track them down. And usually they're not on the same level as me. Whoa!
Another code carrier should be in your area now. Try to take him out without letting the rest of this merry gang know. Another code in the bag. Use it to shut down an interceptor. I'm detecting heightened presence near the devices, so approach with caution.
God, we got an interceptor way back here. Jeez, this is way back here.
Excellent.
Yeah, see, by the time I got there, someone did a different one.
You know the drill. Wipe out a few more while I gather additional intel.
Oh, well. This one's like all over the place. You're like here, there, and everywhere. Most of the time you're spending just running around looking for mobs. Looking at the radar. People over here. Well, they must be up above. Up here somewhere. It's like hide and seek, everybody. It's like trying to find mobs. Like, where the heck are they? What level are they on?
The code carrier is clear as day this time, which can only mean it's bigger and nastier than usual. I recommend a tactical takedown. Good luck, team.
No, not up here. It's back here. It ended up back here anyway. God, he's way back here in the corner. Plenty of time. I know what it is about these juggernauts, but they like to go hide in the bathroom. He's stuck. He can't get through the door. Now, look, I'm going to move to the side a little bit. The reason why I moved to the side is so that other people can shoot. See, I think about, oh, he made it finally through the door. He's hiding in there.
Well fought. We've got our last code.
Take off.
Let's shut this asshole down entirely.
Get code, bro. Get the code. Oh. Oh. Made me get out of my power armor because he got in front of me when I was trying to do the code. So now I got out of my power armor and now I got to get back My power armor. There we go. And that happens when anybody gets in front of you. When you're running for those things, if you see somebody running for it, now he couldn't see it because he was just a little bit ahead of me there. But if you see somebody running for the code thing, don't get in front of them because they'll be halfway around. And then when you get in front of them, it stops them from thing. And then boom, they can't do it. Then you do it. Now you're starting over on the code thing. Now we still have 2 minutes left, so it wouldn't have really made a difference there. But if you're in the last few seconds of that, you can definitely cause you not to get the bonus loot. So watch out for that. Now, I don't even know why it has that first screen, because it does that exact same screen again here in the daily unlocks. Look, it does the exact same screen again. Again, I think they should eliminate that first screen and just have this screen right here. Super Mutant Tube. Oh, we get to go tubing. Let's go tubing, bro. Oh, there's my old camp there. But a cool one that I was working on. Let me catch up in the chat. Good luck. Yeah, we crushed it. Any tips on how to level up fast? I just started playing today. Yes, David, I get that question a lot. That's probably one of my #1 questions, both in Fallout 4 and other Fallouts that I play. Here's the fastest way to level up. Group up with other people. That's what you do. That's going to be incredibly fast to level up. Now, I suggest don't level up fast. You know why? Because you're going to miss out on all the adventures that are going to happen along the way. But if that's what you want to do, you want to level up fast. The reason why it's really fast to level while you're in a group is because you're getting bonus XP, right? Because I'm in a group right now with these other peeps, and depending on how many people are in the group, you can see right here, it says ×4. So I'm getting 10 times. I'm getting 4 times the XP just by being in a group. Also, when you're in a group, make sure that you're set to the intelligence one, because intelligence boosts your XP. Then go sleep in a bed, which will also give you bonus XP. As well. So what you're trying to do is just stack as much bonus XP as you possibly can, right? Like right here, I've got Kindred Spirit. It's called Well Rested normally, unless you have an ally. But you're going to have Well Rested in there. It's going to give you +5 XP for a couple hours, right? So everywhere you go and everything you do, you're going to get bonus XP. Now, there's also food that boosts your XP, Mama Doches. If you see that event coming up, boom, run over to Mama Doches every single time. You're going to get 5 food that you can use, 5 stacks of food, so you can use it 5 times, and it lasts for an hour, so that's 5 hours of bonus XP. Boom, go grab that. There's also a bunch of other berries and things like that that you can use to make bonus XP food. And so try to make as many bonus XP food as you can, get as many bonus XP buffs as you can, because you can make a camp right in the very beginning. You can go ahead and collect a bunch of materials, make a little camp, put a bed in there, lay on the bed, wait about 30 seconds, bam, you'll see that well rested, and you are off and running. Now, how do I know? Well, I know because I am level 419. Now, of course, this is actually my 5th character. I actually had my first character I played through, which is I played through and just was able to use everything. Then I deleted that character. Then I played another character, and I played that in Melee, right? And then deleted that character, and then started another one, and so on and so forth. And then this one I started in Wastelanders, which isn't that long ago, considering the lifespan of the game. It wasn't that long ago that I started it, and I actually got, by the time I hit level 40, man, I was just cooking because I would be in groups all the time, and we would run around. In fact, there's a whole bunch of the basic storyline I have still not done in this particular playthrough. I did all of the storyline in my first and second playthrough, but in this particular playthrough, because I leveled so fast, that I leveled right past all of that storyline, and I got to go back and get that done eventually. But that's my suggestion on leveling fast, if you want to. And I suggest, it's a good balance between leveling up and then also getting into all sorts of adventures that are at your level. Like going up and, doing the airport. The airport's a great place to go up there, especially early game. You want to make a bunch of caps? Well, Kismet will give you the Kismet cash run. Ready? You go right here to Sylvia Homestead. Where's Sylvia Homestead? Sylvia Homestead is, there's Flatwoods here where you start. Fallout, or the Vault 76 is here. So you're going to run down. You're going to run down into here, into Flatwoods, usually how you start. Right? What you do is you go ahead and beeline over here for Sylvia Homestead. Over here in Sylvia Homestead, there's a bunch of corn and razor grain. And you're like, well, Kismet, what do I care about corn and razor grain? Well, guess what? Those are worth caps. You can sell those. And they respawn every single day. And they cannot be destroyed because they are part of the open world. So they're not in your camp. They're in the open world. So they'll be there for you, and they're instants for you. Right? So you can go and get them every day. So you can run over there and make sure that you have the perk green thumb. Notice I always have green thumb on. I always have it on no matter what I'm doing. So when I'm running around, I'm getting double of whatever it is. There's 50 corn over there. But if you have green thumb, you're going to get 100 corn. So you can take that 100 corn, and that's 100 caps in your pocket, just like that. Just from picking up some corn for about a minute. Bam, 100 caps in your pocket. Guess what else is over there? Razor grain. And there's about 100 razor grain, and so if you double up 100 razor grain, that's 200 more caps in your pocket. That's right, Kismet just made you 300 caps at the very beginning of the game. Right over here, bam, Sylvia Homestead. So go to Sylvia Homestead, grab it there, run to the south. There might be something special you might discover right there as well. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but you go look over there. There's a Quonset hut. It's rounded. Go look in there. Go look in there. There's something special in there you might want. And then just run down here past Billings Homestead, and the razor grain is down here. You don't need to take over Billings Homestead or anything like that. Just run down there, grab the corn, grab that, and you are styling. You are off and running. Make sure to keep 2 melee weapons on you at any given time because your weapons break a lot in the early game. Right? In the early game, your gun's going to be breaking all the time. Your melee weapon's going to be breaking all the time. Make sure you always have backup weapons because you don't want to have to start punching because you're going to be running out of weapons all the time. And keep that always in mind. Whenever you see a workbench, scrap. Scrap. If you see a workbench, run that workbench, scrap all your junk every single time you see it. As you're running around, if you see a weapons workbench, repair your items while you're there, right? Go in there, bam, repair your items. And the cool thing is, it actually repairs from bank or repairs from stash in this case. So if you put a bunch of resources, junk resources in your stash, and you're out in the open world and you see a weapons bench, well, guess what? It's going to grab your resources from your stash no matter where you are in the world and repair your weapons. That's awesome. Now, it would really suck to have to go to your stash every single time, get out the resources, then go to the weapon workbench, and then repair your stuff. How sucky would that be? But yeah, those are the old school games. But those are like the World of Warcraft, days of games. Way back when in like Elder Scrolls and, Elf's Quest or whatever it's called. Lineage is another great example, where you had to actually get the resources out to do any kind of crafting or repairing or any of that stuff. That sucks. It doesn't add to gameplay, and if it doesn't add to gameplay, it's not a great mechanic, I think. I love the mechanic of crafting from bank or repairing from bank, even if you're in the open world. And I don't think it gets enough credit for that as well, because that's a brilliant thing. All right, so let me be smart here. Speaking of brilliant things, let me be brilliant. No, get up here, and let me change the public team back to casual. So that if we're doing any other events, we got that going on. All right. Now, I didn't have time to look at what I'm supposed to be doing. Look, I already got 4 of them done, and I didn't even know what I was doing. Okay, I got to use photo mode right here. Blood Eagles. Okay, that's not too hard. And then this one always takes care of itself. So you got to get 5 of these challenges done, and you automatically get that one. That's easy. This is easy, and this one's okay. You can, find some Blood Eagles around and out and about. Let's go back to my camp so we can do these basic ones. Now, my goal every day, everybody, is to log in, do my dailies, get those going as much as I can, and then I move on to another game. Then I move on to Satisfactory here in a bit. This way, I'm at least consistently working away on the event. If you don't consistently work away on the event, if you're not getting your dailies and your weeklies done, you will not get that event done without having to burn a bunch of atoms. Right? But if you do it, you can get it done. And I don't play all day, every day. And if I did, I could get it done easy. But since I don't, I need to really be diligent on getting that stuff done each and every time. All right, let's get out of the power armor because we don't need the power armor now. Right now, anyway. And then what we're going to do is pick up our power armor there, and we're going to do some basics. Now, again, I'm just logging in to get my dailies done, everybody. So just remember that if you are going to run with me, this is why I log in every day, just to get these going. Be very consistent in my daily done stuff. Let's see, store or scrap. We want to scrap. You never want to store these because it burns up your budget for your stuff, and plus if you try to put them down again, it doesn't give you credit for the daily, so you want to scrap them all and put them down again. That doesn't cost very much. There's like a couple wood there. It's fine. It's fine. Easy. Now the other one is use photo mode in your own camp. Okay, it's a little foggy, rainy, and not too sexy, but let's do it maybe right over here. By thing. Now, one of the things I really love about this game, too, is the photo mode. Whoever came up with the photo mode in Fallout 76 should be given a raise. Because the photo mode is awesome, everybody. I love the photo mode. Look at that. What a great shot. Great shot right there. It's so easy to align your shots. You can put all sorts of effects. You can have your guys give... Oh, I forgot to do the thumbs up. I should have done thumbs up there. And look how easy that was. Boom. Photo mode. Taking a photo. Done. On to the next one. All right. What else we got left? We got to kill some blood eagles. Okay. Well, let's get back into power armor. Right over here. Oh, Menturos there. Menturos, he loves his nukes. Did I already get my daily done?
Nuclear strike imminent.
All right. Well, we might have to do a nuke today. Since he took the extra time to do a nuke, we might have to go have some fun. Yeah, see, look, I leveled up right at the very beginning. And I leveled up previously, and I only had a little bit of into this level. But because that radiation rumble gives you so much XP, I literally leveled the whole entire time. Whenever you see that radiation rumble, I don't care what level you are. I don't care what level you are. I don't care if you're level 5. If you see that radiation rumble, go in the radiation rumble as quick as possible. Go in there, stand in such a way that hopefully you're not going to die, and just hit the mobs and let everybody else kill them. Just try to tag them as many as you can, and you will level like this, man. If you are level 5 and you are in radiation rumble, you could gain 5, 10, 15 levels in one round in there easy if you were low level. Because, man, you would be getting just a tremendous... Now, look, I'm level 400, and I'm getting a level. So imagine how many levels you get at level 5 or level 10 in Radiation Rumble. It'd be pretty incredible. Now, you might die a bunch of times, and that happens. Oh, look at this. Activate. Oh, the Mega Kill Box! Oh, it's on like Donkey Kong now, everybody. Now you are going to see one of my signature things. Here we go, everybody. And we'll get to that battle here in a second, everybody. The Kismet Mega Kill Box. Here we go. Come on, everybody. Let's throw down. Let's throw down. Here we go. Where's my baby? Where's my baby? The Kismet Mega Kill Box is up and ready to rock. Let's do our thing over here. Let me go ahead and give it some repair love. Right over here. Boom. Right there. The Kismet Mega Kill Box up and ready to blaze this. Now, I designed this for the Brotherhood. For Ad Victorium, everybody. We're going to go ahead and bring this Scorch Beast in. And we're going to use these turrets to keep us nice and safe. We got a nice flat area so we can see the mobs attacking us. We won't be in the bushes. Here we are at the Mega Kill Box. This is going to be awesome. Okay, now, while we're waiting for the touchdown, we got 40 seconds. Let's see if we can do a battle real quick. To battle! Let's see if we can throw down a battle in the next 40 seconds. Tagging some mobs while you're watching that battle. Taking out a Scorch Beast. Oh, Mega Kill Box is doing its job. Doing its job. Now, there's always that one guy who's up on the top of my stuff and who's getting my turret shot at. I don't know. It's like I have to teach a course in what not to do in Fallout. Like, if someone builds a ramp and it's got turrets on it, don't stand next to it. You know why? Because people are going to shoot at you and it's going to hit the turrets, and then I got to pay to get the turrets redone. Oh, nuke dropped. Come on, come on. We got to get this battle done. Scorch Beast Queen has spotted. Try to get her attention. Oh, here we go. Here we go. All right, let's go. Keyjed, TARDIS, Reaper getting some love, and Olaf, MVP, with 6 and 9 kills and assists. We'll come back to that. Let's get another battle going. Right over here, because the Scorch Beast Queen is firing off. She's going off right now. Let's see. Bomber. Yeah. Oh, right here. Right there to get it going. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, artillery. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it. Come on. Artillery. Where's my artillery grenades? Watch this, everybody. I don't think it's going to go off in time, but we're going to try. Usually she's damaged so much by the time my artillery goes off. but it's actually going to shoot artillery from over there to over here. Here it comes, artillery barrage. Go, baby, come on, yeah! Yeah, hitting her with the artillery. And then it's also hitting the mobs around it as well. And there she goes, all right. But you'll see it continue to shoot off artillery over there as well. And I try to keep it nice and repaired. There we go. And I try to bring her, and see, this is a landing pad. The whole thing is for her to land right here or nearby right here. Now, the only thing that can cause her not to land is people who are up on top of stuff. Don't be on top of stuff. Be down here at the level, and then the mob will act accordingly. If you're up on the top of something, it's going to make you killing the mob a lot harder because you're that guy. You're that one that's causing the rest of us to get screwed over. All right? So don't be that guy. Be the one that's down here, and then look! Oh! Perfect kill box positioning. Now look at this. Look at the kill box doing its job up here. Now again, when it gets damaged, I can run over here and I can repair like this, and then bam, it's right back up and running. It doesn't cost me a lot of circuitry, but that's okay. This is what it's all about. Now another thing that's doing also is tagging all these other mobs. You're in a nice flat position, so you can, this is a great tactical position to be in. Oh look, it's still blasting the artillery over there. And so you're in a flat position, so if any mobs come in, the turrets are kind of alerting you. Hey, look, there's a mob over here. Hey, look, there's a mob over there. Hey, look, there's a mob right there coming at me, right? And so it's alerting you to those mobs, and you can tag those mobs. Oh, look at that. Like a laser dab. Bam! Kismet kill box for the win! I'm telling you, it works in every game you play. It works in Fallout 4 and Fallout 76. Nothing like the Kismet kill box to get you going. In this case, the Mega kill box. Look at that. Yeah, that's only version 2.0. You should see 3.0, which is over on the other side. Because in this game, you can have multiple camps now. Look at this Deathclaw coming in. Get wrecked, Deathclaw. Guy on me. There's always somebody on me. Let's not forget our loot. Take all. Boom. Now, what it does, not only loot this character, loot that mob, but all the mobs in the general area. So I don't have to loot this one and that one and that one. You have to go around and grab all the little extra loot there. Though I suggest to run out here and see if you got all of these. Nope. And then we'll say take all. You want to take all? Yes. And then it should grab in this area. But I would go and, run and check and see if it got out of your, like, AoE loot range. And there we go. Bam! I only had to loot 2 mobs, and I got the whole area looted. I love that area loot. Such a great addition to the game. There you go. You might not get Green Thumb at level 1, though. True. Yeah, at level 1, you're not going to get Green Thumb. You got to get a few level ups to get it. That is true, Rotisserie G. Hi, any tips for new players? Yes, Hudson, I just gave away some epic tips. You missed it. You missed it, but that's okay. I don't mind repeating myself for sure. Here's what you do. 1, have at least a couple melee weapons because your weapons break all the time, or a couple pistols or whatever you're going to be using. I always suggest to have a couple melees and a couple ranged weapons because your ranged weapon is going to break, and then you'll have a melee weapon to actually kill the mob before you die, right? That's always a good thing. Now, of course, the fastest way to level and to do stuff is to do the events, to group up with other people. They have public teams that you can get in, and the more you're hanging out in those public teams, guess what? Look, we're getting 4 times the XP. Right there. Another simple way of getting XP and leveling up is to get your well-rested, or in my case, Kindred Spirit, because I have an ally in my camp. So I'm getting bonus XP there. I'm also very well-rested, so I'm getting 100% XP there. That's another thing that you can have. Also, you can get food from the Mama Doce's one, where the food processing plant. Go do that one. You're going to get 5 food from that, and that's an hour of food, right? An hour of bonus XP on each and every food. So every time that one comes up, go do that event. If you see Radiation Rumble, I don't care what level you are, whether you're level 1, level 10, or level 30, or level 900, you go and do Radiation Rumble every single time. All you have to do is tag the mobs. So just get a weapon where you can just, shoot as many mobs and hit as many mobs as you can, and you will literally level 2, level 4, level 10, level 9. You will just be, or level 10 and then level 19. There we go. Sequence of numbers is hard. You will level up really, really fast from that one as well. You'll also get tons of loot, tons of legendary loot as well that are going to help you in your journey. So that is one of my best ways. Now, of course, the best ways to get caps in the beginning without a lot of danger is to run over here from Flatwoods over here to Sylvia Homestead. Around Sylvia Homestead, there's a bunch of corn there. And you're like, well, what do you care about corn? Well, as soon as you can, get this one right here, Green Thumb. If you see an option to get Green Thumb, snatch that one up as quick as possible. Put it on and never take it off. I always keep it on because when you're running around, you're going to get double. Now, in the early game, double means double corn, right? So if you run over here to Sylvia Homestead, you're getting double the corn. So instead of 50 corn, you're getting 100. That's 100 caps in your pocket. You're welcome. Then you run down here past Billings Homestead, and down here there'll be razor grain. And so you pick up that. There's 100 razor grain there. But with that, you're going to have double that. So 200 razor grain, roughly, right? So now you're going to have 200 more caps. So that's 300 caps in your pocket at the very beginning of the game. You're welcome. And you can do it every single day. So every single day, you could run out there just very quickly. Takes a few minutes. There's also a Quonset hut out there that's got something special in it. So you should take a look. I'm not going to tell you what it is. You'll have to go check it out yourself. And it's not always there. Sometimes it's not there. But keep checking that Quonset hut every single day in the early game. And something special might appear for you in there. And there's also a bunch of raw materials that you can grab out of there, which is great. Right at the very beginning of the game, that's where I go. And I just keep collecting those raw materials out of Sylvia Homestead, out of that Quonset hut that's there. Quonset hut is a rounded hut. It looks like a military bunker, right? So that you go in there, there's a bunch of cool loot in there. And then over here by Billings Homestead, there's a house in there with a bunch of random loot as well. So you can get a bunch of random loot, bunch of corn, bunch of razor grain. Take that corn and razor grain and just sell it. Now, you can make a little bit of the razor grain into soup. And then you also got some food as well. Very early game as well. So there you go. So how to be unlimitedly wealthy like me, the Wasteland Tycoon. And how to get leveled up very, very quickly. And get into the game and rock it. Rock it big time. There's also a wonderful event up at Morganton Airport. That's kind of on the far side, the east side of it. There's a little thing that you shoot off, and then a whole bunch of mobs come in and you blast the mobs. Very, very fun early game. An incredibly great one as well. Look at this. The kill box. The kill box is awesome. I love the mega kill box. Now, now Monteros knows how to shoot a nuke. If you're going to shoot a nuke, everybody, don't shoot a nuke down here. Don't shoot it down here. Forget this stupid bunker. Forget that. That's the newbie way of doing it. Don't do that. What you want to do is you want to hit as many of these points as possible. Now, why do you want to do that? Well, when you're in the high end of the game, level 50, level 60, and whatnot, or really level 30 up into 60, over here is the high-level materials, the max-level materials. And you have to nuke first to get to those high-level materials. Let me go ahead and scrap some of my stuff first. Hold on. I can see I'm overburdened just a touch. There we go. What you can do is now run into the nuke zone when you have enough radiation resist, or you can use your radiation perks and all of that. But you can run in the radiation zone here. That's a Radaway on him. That's appropriate. So I'm running toward it. I'm not quite in it yet. You're going to know when you're in it. See this right here? Do not fall into... Oh, hey-oh! Do not fall into those. There you go. See how it changed? See how it's all like orange? Now you know you're in the nuke zone. Watch out for those. They spawn Scorch Beasts. Now, I'm not so scared of the Scorch Beasts as I was when I first started playing. Because I'm level 400 and I got nice weapons and decent gear. So I can fight off all of these Scorch Beasts that are coming in here. In fact, I have a plus 50% damage on all of my weapons. Because I have the Aristocrat buff, and that's the more advanced stuff. But you get the general idea. So now I have that that Green Thumb, and you run around here and you'll see like plants like this, right? And you run over here, you grab them. Now you're getting 2 of those instead of just 1. So you're doubling up on what you're getting. And so I'm getting a bunch of flux. I take that the raw flux and I convert it into stable flux. And then I can make stuff like radiation arches so that it remove my radiation whenever I go in and out of that arch, or everybody in the world can use it. And so on. So I don't even need radaways most of the time. I just go back to my base, remove my radiation, GG, I'm good to go. And I just sell radaways mostly to the bank and whatnot. Now, I'm the type of person that giveth and I taketh away, everybody. I giveth the Kismet kill box and I taketh away the Kismet kill box. Poof! And there we go. And one of the cool things they've added is the ability to make multiple bases, everybody. Another amazingly great move. I don't think they get enough credit for all of the innovations they've done since Fallout 4 in Fallout 76. They have done a great amount of innovations when it comes to the building, where if you put down a wall and it's just a wall, you can take the wall back up and put it down and then make it into a window or make it into a door, all from one piece. It just switches. Instead of having a big long menu of, wall, door, window, it just is in one menu, in which you can very easily swap between all of those things. I'll show you right here. You just go in here. You go in to make a wall. And I'll just start with a standard wall here. I got a whole bunch of other fancy stuff. But right here. So instead of this, you can see there's a little arrow right here. See that arrow? Now it's a door. Now it's a window, right? That's not like that in Fallout 4. In Fallout 4, you have one little thing for a door, one thing for a window. So they innovated a lot on that and better ways of doing that. I love this. I love this. You know what this reminds me of? 7 Days to Die. 7 Days to Die did a brilliant thing. You put down a box, and then what you can do is go ahead and hit a menu on that box, and it gives you all of these shapes that you can choose from. And in the new Alpha 20, which we're going to be playing on Saturday, it's even got even more shapes, even more cool stuff that you can use to build unique bases and whatnot. So this very much reminds me of that, where you have one object and you have a bunch of different iterations of that same object. That I really like. I also like the way that you have to nuke an area to get the better gear. I like the way that they do a lot of their like area looting now. Their legendary swapping. There are also personal vending that you can do. Like I have right over here a little personal vendor that I sell to other wastelanders, other vault dwellers. They just come over here and get what they need. Now I sell all my patterns for free. It's like a solid I do for the wasteland. Now, I also have unlimited funds. Unlimited. I'm talking not just millions, billions, and trillions, which I usually make, but unlimited. And you're like, Kismet, how do I get unlimited funds and not cheat? No cheating, no glitching. You don't need to do that. That's just waste your time. Here's what you do. You build a bunch of purified water. Now, look at this. This purified water runs all day, every day. It never stops running. And I just walk over here, grab the purified water, every 30 minutes or an hour. Well, I'm off doing something else. I'm doing events, I'm doing whatever. And every time I come back to my camp, I grab that water. Now, that water is actually worth a good amount of cash. That water is dollar bills in my pocket, everybody. It's going to be dollar bills in your pocket. That's why they call me the Wasteland Tycoon, because that's how I make my money, by purified water. Now, if I was really in the game, and this is how I like to play game. If I was really in the game, the first thing that I would do is I would corner the market on food and water. That's exactly what I would do. Corner the market where everybody had to come to me. And I would be making a fortune. And that's what I did in Fallout 4. And that's how I got so much cash to build gigantic mega towers and mega builds and gigantic vaults and all sorts of cool stuff that you can check out on the YouTube channel. I'll throw that in the chat right there. Bam. There you go. Check it out, youtube.com/KismetBP. A bunch of guides up there as well. And so that's how I make my cash. Now, if you go in here and look at this purified water, it's worth, right here, it says value of 20. But that's not really what it's worth. What it's worth to the vendor is what you want to know. So if you run over here and you trade that with the vendor, down here you can see each of these are worth 4. That's the real value of that stuff, right? So it's worth 4 to sell. Now I can also use some mentats, some great mentats, which I do use to boost that. Also, I could use my perks to go ahead and do that. You can see I'm not really in my selling perks right now. I'll go over here I'll swap my perks because you can also have different perk sets now. You can even change your points. You can change your points in game. Let me make that really clear. You can go in and actually click this and say, edit your actual special points. I can take them out. I can put them in this one. I can do whatever I want at any given time. Now, this is not like Fallout 4, bro. Fallout 4, you set that, and then that's it. That's what it is. So I could set it to whatever I want it to be. And then if I say, oh, well, I don't really want that, bam, I can just click it, and now it's back to my regular set. That's why I was fooling with this one down here. Now it's back to my regular set. Now I have this one. So it was 4 before. Now I have Hard Bargain on, and I have it at Tier 3 here, which is going to... Wait, no, wrong one. Come on, over here. Over here, Gabe. Here we go. Right here. Now, my buying and selling power at non-player vendors are now much better. So it only works with non-player vendors, but if I go in here now and I sell, and I go into my food and drink, and I go to my purified water, guess what? It's worth 5. And you're like, well, big deal. It's worth 1 more cap, Kismet. Here's the thing about increasing the value of something, everybody. If you increase it by 1, right, and you sell 5, well, guess what? You got 5 more. But in my case, if you increase it by 1 and you sell 10,000 more, guess what? You just got 10,000 more caps. It compounds over time. This is why they call me the Wasteland Tycoon, because I think that way. I think that way. If I get 1 more cap out of it, guess what? That's 1,000 more caps if I sell 1,000 more of them, right? That's how it works, and it really adds up very, very quickly. Like I could sell, just say 30 of these, and it's already 150 caps in your pocket. You weren't doing it. It just was running while you were busy doing something else. Not like you had to sit there and, turn the crank for an hour. It was already doing it for you. That's unlimited funds. Unlimited funds in the game. Now, also, the second you can get other things going, like your popcorn, you get that from, oh, here comes another one. Venturo's firing off another one. Get your honey going. There's another one you can unlock. Also, you can get your collectrons out collecting you a bunch of loot. It's like a junk collector. It'll go collect you a bunch of random loot and a bunch of random junk. And that just runs and runs and runs. Oh, somebody got something for me. What you got, Shred? Oh, patterns. Oh, I already got it. All right. Big love. Big love. I already got those, but thank you, Shred. Appreciate it. I already got those, Shred, but I appreciate it. All right. Another nuke coming down. He's tempting me to put the kill box back over there again. All right, I got to move on. He's so tempting me, but that's okay. You guys can keep going. Keep going over there. I got to do my end of run stuff. Did I get all my stuff done? Oh, I got to kill blood eagles. Oh god, I almost got distracted. Okay, hold on. I got to do my blood eagles. See, I get distracted with the nukes, and I should be doing other things. All right. I love doing the nukes though. They're very, very fun. Vada fun. Okay, now I got to put some of these. Oh, I got to turn these legendaries in. Hold on. Let's instead of taking up my space here, let's trade these legendaries out. Now, I got the sound off, everybody. You notice that all of a sudden my game will get very quiet. I turn the sound off because you have a lot of overlapping audio and this person saying this or someone playing music in the background. It gets really... That's my most thing that I want them to fix the most is the overlapping audio. The overlapping audio is really nice, especially when you're talking to one of your allies and you're really into the story and you're trying to figure out what they're... Oh, there it is right there. Feed the people. That's the name of it, everybody. Okay, hold on. I got to drop what I'm doing now. Well, I think maybe I got time. Hold on. Let's trade out these legendaries first before I get distracted onto that too. And now, if you notice that my weapons and armor have a Z on them, the reason why they have a Z on them is so they're at the bottom of the list. A great beginner tip as well. This way you don't accidentally trade it out. You don't accidentally put it into your storage, even though sometimes I accidentally do, like I did earlier, if you go press the spacebar too fast. But they're at the bottom. They're alphabetically at the bottom so that you know when you get to that down into the Z's, you know you're getting close to my gear. Look at that. See, now I'm getting all the rest of the stuff I know I can just get rid of. I don't need to worry about that. Just trade that in. But now you can see that it's at the bottom. And I do some Fallout 4 as well. Incredibly helpful. I use Z for me and Y. I put a Y on it because it's going to be alphabetically above the Z. for my companions and for people at different settlements. Really helps a lot. It really does. Believe me, it'll take away that headache of you accidentally getting rid of something that you wanted or accidentally putting it in the bank, which you don't want to do. But you know what would be better? Would be the ability to lock stuff like you can in New World. You got to give them credit in New World. You can lock stuff in New World so you don't accidentally sell it. You don't accidentally scrap it. You don't accidentally put it in your bank. You got it right there. GG, you're good. It's locked. You can see there's a lock on it. You know when it's going. That's what I'd like to see also them add to Fallout 76 is the ability to lock stuff. Oh my God, it would revolutionize the game. If you could go in and just hold down Alt and click on the lock. Oh, that was the colossal problem anyway, so... that one takes too long. You know what? I'm gonna forego Mama Doches too, because otherwise I'm not gonna have enough time for Satisfactory. So I'm gonna forego that as well. Let's see. What do we want to do? Okay, now we're gonna do our crafting stuff, so we can do it at the end of this playthrough. So that tomorrow when I play again, let's scrap first. So when I start tomorrow, I can start faster. Let's go. Let's see if we get everything set up this time so that when we start tomorrow, we can just go right to it. I don't think can you scrap those? You can scrap those grenades. Oh, I didn't know that. Cool. I just scrapped those grenades. Awesome. Did I get anything from those grenades? I should have looked and see what I got from those grenades, because then I could go and collect those grenades every day. Yeah, you know what? I'm a little tempted. I'm a little tempted to try it. Do I have a artillery thing here? No, that's where I put all my power up high, everybody, so it doesn't get wrecked. Oh man, now I'm tempted to see. Because this artillery actually works, so I would definitely use it. Oh no, I got it somewhere. Exceeds maximum count. Oh, it's up there. It's up on top there. I don't think I can reach it. I don't think I can reach it. It'll make me a ladder to get up there. Ah, I'm stuck. Yeah, so if I get those things and scrap them, I could do that every day too, get a little extra loot. See, I'm always looking in terms of loot. Okay, modify repair. Now, later on in the game, you're going to get some better perks, better perk cards. Now, I have a set that's like battle set, and then I have a set that's like crafting set, right? Or repairing set, if you want to call it that. And one of those perks that I use is this one, not that one, is, wait a minute. This is not my set. This is not the right set. Yeah, I could tell. I could tell it was the wrong set. Okay. I was going to go do that other thing, but I stopped. Okay. So I'm glad I looked too. Otherwise, it wouldn't do it right. So what it is right here we go. Weapon Artisan. What it does, it repairs your weapon at 200% condition, because your weapons break all the time, especially explosive weapons, which are it's really obnoxious that you shoot like 10 times and then bam, it feels like 10 times anyway, and then your gun's broken. And then what do? Well, you got to switch to another gun or switch to another thing. Then you got to carry like 3 or 4 weapons around all the time. So what you do is, or 10 weapons, what you got to do is use this Weapon Artisan. The second you can get that one going, it'll repair at 200%. Now, of course, it ranks up as you go. So the first is 130, then 160, then 200. And then basically gives it double durability, so it lasts a lot longer. And that's why you see I don't repair my weapons as much when I ran around all day today and didn't have to really repair my weapon for the last few hours. But my weapon is getting damaged. See, you can see the durability, and it was at double durability. So it was 1.5 durability that got taken out in about 2 hours. So let's say really hour and a half. So yeah, you got to really definitely do that. You can also carry around repair kits, which I usually do, just in case you need to do it while you're running around. You get repair kits from the Scorched Beast Queen, or you can get them from the item shop, but you can find them around. There's a bunch of free ones too they give you as well. So yeah, but hey, it's your cash. You do what you want with it. So there we go. We're going to repair it. And you can't see it here on stream, I don't think, unless you're watching the stream really big. But there's a yellow bar, and then there's a little white bar inside there telling you that it's double durability. And so now this gun will last a lot longer. Now, my other gun, you see, I barely use those. So those haven't really lost that much durability. And those will be fine. Very rarely do I ever repair those. And the same thing with my armor. Very rarely do I repair my personal armor, because it really doesn't get damaged. I feel like every mob has armor piercing, so it just goes right through your armor. Your armor's doing nothing helpful most of the time. Same thing with your power armor. Watch, we just did all of that. We got into Radiation Rumble. We got shot. We got hit by tons of mobs and all of that. If I go over here and I look to modify my power armor, look, my power armor barely took any damage. And I have it at double durability as well because I have another perk that I have on that makes your power armor and your regular armor at double durability. That's this one right here, Fix It Good. So that one's really super helpful as well. Get that one as quick as possible. It's really in the later levels, though, that you're going to get some of these perks. So just a heads up on that. So you won't see it at the early game. And then, of course, I use Ammo Smith to make more ammo each time. And, of course, the best perk in any crafting, I don't care if you're crafting armor or weapons or food or whatever it is super duper. This one's in the later game. But, man, you want to get this one as quick as possible because every time you do something, like say you're making a Gatling laser, right, or a shotgun. You make a shotgun, guess what? It could make a second shotgun. That's right. So you just got an instant free second shotgun. Same thing with food. So you're making food. Well, guess what? Bam, it's going to double up on food. So not only are you doubling up on the collecting, but you're also doubling up on the crafting, right? Doubling up and doubling up again and compounding and compounding and compounding. That's what you want to be doing, everybody. That's some great Kismet tips for you there. That's going to allow you to crush the wasteland right there. All right, now I'm going to go in here and do my food. Speaking of doubling up, let's do our food for the day. We're going to sell all this tomorrow. But let's get it all crafted up. Again, I have all the stuff muted so I don't have to listen to all the background noise while I'm doing all of this stuff. And so we'll take extra time at the end of the stream for 76 today, though I'm going to play some Satisfactory here in a minute. Not the total end of my stream, but the end of Fallout 76. And there we go. So we got all that stuff done. I don't think I have any more legendaries to trade. Let's go give it one more look here. Nope, I'm good there. I've collected all of my stuff. I've repaired my armor. I've repaired my stuff. I've did my food. So tomorrow when we get in, all we have to do is log in, grab the water, grab our junk resources there, our honey, and then we're ready to go because my character is already good to go. Now, another thing I might want to do before I go ahead and do that is also to take any other excess stuff off of me. I had 172 super stem packs. And look, more rataways that I don't need to carry on me. But, I'll just sell those tomorrow. I think that's what I'll do. I'll just keep those on me to sell. Anything I'm actually going to put away. I don't need that many carry weight boosters. Not really. Just going to get rid of all of that. I got my carry weight boosters. I got 22. Anything else I want to get rid of tomorrow? Oh, God. These stem packs are just getting insane. I'm just going to take them all out. Take them all out for tomorrow. We'll try to sell them to the vendor. Anything in here? Let's go ahead and sort by weight. Legendary module. Don't need that many repair kits. You need 1 or 2 repair kits, I find, because that stuff weighs you down. And again, trying to find a good balance between the stuff that you have and keeping your weight down. Oh, there's actually something I can actually use there. Keeping your weight down in your character is like the biggest struggle in this game because you just don't have enough. You don't have enough inventory space. You absolutely don't have it. So you got to kind of manage it. And let's see. And then more missiles. Okay, we're gonna do all this today. So tomorrow we don't have to wait as much of a startup where I have to go through and do all of this I'm doing right now. And I feel like this is actually a better time to do it at the end of your kind of playthrough for the day than at the beginning. Because at the beginning, you want to just get into there. You want to get into battle and do all of that. And it sucks you got to spend a half hour screwing around with your inventory instead of getting to it, right? I wish I could minimize Fallout 76. Because of my shotgun shells. I wish I could minimize Fallout 76 because then I could let the fusion cores go in the background while I'm playing Satisfactory in the foreground. But I can't minimize it, so it slows down Satisfactory tremendously. Get my shotgun shells back. I don't really need that many shotgun shells on me. Maybe just 500. I don't really use that much, but you know what? Let's just stay with 1,000 as a standard. In case I use my pepper shaker. Pepper shaker has like 200. You can hold like 200 shotgun bullets in it and just like go to town on it. It's awesome. And I have a bunch of shotgun perks, so it helps me a lot. What are these mods doing in here? Those mods out of there. All right. So again, one more check. Here we go. We're gonna go weapons. A bunch of grenades we'll sell tomorrow. Armor's good. Apparel. Do I have any doubles in here? I'm trying to collect a bunch of this stuff. Oh, there's a double there. And then I'm going to make a camp just with a bunch of that stuff in it. Just for fun. All right. And let's see. Nothing there. Scroll through all the stuff every time. I guess I could open up these gifts now. Get all this stuff out of there. This just sucks up my inventory space. Excel, get that out of there. All right. Again, we're optimizing our stuff here. Look at how many bobby pins I've got in there. Nice. And by the way, you don't want to keep gunpowder in there, especially if you have Fallout first. You don't want to keep gunpowder in there because gunpowder, you can just make gunpowder whenever you need it. And it's better not to store it, but to just keep it. Because watch this. When I take this out of here, this is stack weight 22. Boom. Look at that. I just got 22 weight back. So I will literally take that gunpowder and just throw it away. I'm just going to throw it on the ground. And why am I going to do that? Because I can always make more later. And I have plenty of resources to make more later. Another fantastic tip as well. We'll do that battle here in a second. Is to clear that miscellaneous gunpowder every now and again. Because it's going to build up. Before you know it, you've got a stack of 22 in there, and it's burning up. That 22 stack you could be using for ammo or for selling stuff or for whatever. And anytime I need ammo, I can just go right over here and use some gunpowder. I love my cool thing. It opens up and just say, oh wait, no, it's not in there. Hold on. Rogwad, over here. And craft ammo. Gunpowder right here. And it takes acid and cloth. I have 17,000 cloth and 3,381 acid. So I'm not hurting for gunpowder. And by the way, when it makes gunpowder, it's making 15 gunpowder each. And if I have super duper on and it procs, if it goes off, that means it's going to make 30 every single time. So if I wanted to make 400, all I'd have to do is make probably about 10, 20, 30 right in there. If it doubles up on all of that, well, bam. I just made as much as that with just about 30 to 50 or so of that, right? So believe me, it goes fast when you're doing gunpowder. You can make a lot of gunpowder very easily when you have lots of acid and lots of stuff. And you can use the control points of the different workshops that you take over. Like great example, way up here is Hemlock Holes over here. Hemlock Holes is great for acid because I have 3 acid nodes. And you can collect a ton of acid from there. Especially you have Fallout first. The whole world is yours. So you can go and take over whatever workshops you want and not worry about PvP. It's stupid. I think it was stupid that they added PvP. I think they should have just made it where you take it over. You get it for that time. People can come and help you defend it against enemies. And if you want to get that particular node and it's not available on that server, there's a bazillion servers. You can just keep jumping to another server until you have Hemlock Holes. And then when you log off, then someone else can come and get it. And the other thing is when you log back in again, you should be able to retake it and still have your resources, which actually it does. It actually does remember some of your resources. Like when I go to take over like Thunder Mountain Power Plant, it remembers that I had a bunch of circuitry there and a bunch of turrets there, and I could reuse those resources again when I go over there to build turrets and collect fusion cores. Because I use Thunder Mountain. I didn't even know Minoga was a thing, by the way. I didn't even Minoga had a workshop. It was actually my last workshop that I found. I only found it recently, within months ago, right here. Minoga Power Plant actually has a fusion core generator. So it'll actually make fusion cores. Same thing with Thunder Mountain. But I didn't even know Minoga that was a thing. And so I went over there, and also it has some things that are not even listed. It has acid there that you can get as well, and other materials that are not even listed in the thing. Now, I don't know if that's on purpose that they did that, or if it just was an oversight and they never added it to Minoga Plant. I kind of feel like it's an oversight, but I don't know. Maybe they did it on purpose. I don't know why they would do it on purpose and not list the materials if they did it everywhere else and then just not that one location. right? So it kind of feels like an error. But if you go there, there's a bunch of stuff. So go check out Minoga Plant. Check out that workshop that you can capture, because that's getting acid too. So you get acid from there and fusion cores at the same time. And of course, the one that probably most everybody knows is the Poseidon Energy Plant over here, which you get aluminum and you get lead, which is one you need for making ammo, and of course, making fusion cores. Now, don't go power up Minoga Plant, everybody. Don't go power up unless you got lots of time in your day, right? If you're logging on, it's 8 o'clock in the morning, and you're going to play till 8 o'clock at night, well then, fine. Go in, power up all the power plants, and you're good to go and play all day, and you get tons of fun. But the better thing to do is get a fusion reactor, right? Get enough materials to make the fusion reactor, and then go over there, capture it, put a fusion reactor up, connect it to the fusion core generator or maker, crafter thing, and you're done. That's how I do it. That's how I do it, and believe me, it is so much easier. You can even blueprint, which what I do. Blueprinting is when you make an actual, like I put a base down, and then I put a fusion generator on top of it. And so I just pull up the blueprint, and it puts both those things down for me. Bam, down they go. Same thing with my turrets. I've got what I call the Kismet kill box. I've got a turret thing, the stand. I got the bottom stand, a middle stand, and 4 turrets at the top. Right, so I blueprinted that, and now I can put one down, and then go put another one down, and another one down, and another one down, and another one down, and have 5 turret stands all around that area. So if anything moves, bam, it's dead, just like that. And you'll see me do it at some point here. We'll probably do that like on Thursdays. We'll do a little bit of collecting materials, and then we'll do some events as well, collecting fusions during the day in my private server as opposed to in the open server, the open world. Okay, so there you go. You got the general idea of how to do that. I still have not killed the Blood Eagles. I have totally forgotten yet again to go do that. That's why I switched my set, everybody, because I was going to go kill those Blood Eagles. Now, I suggest to do as much as you possibly can every single day. Or what you can do is what I was doing in the past, where I'd get in at 10 o'clock and do the daily from the one before. And I'm going to switch back to that eventually, where I do the daily from the one before and then do the daily, because at noon it switches over, noon Eastern Standard Time. It flips over to the next day. And so within a 2 to 4 hour period, you can do both dailies at the same time, which is great because you can get one done and then get the other one done, and then your daily for the event is over, and then you got all the rest of that time to do quests and all that other stuff that you might want to do. So very, very useful to find the right time of when it switches over. So again, 12 noon. And then there's other times in which the other stuff flips over. And that stuff you can just see by clicking on it. Right here, daily decryption. When is this going to go and flip over? Well, it flipped over, I forget what time. Well, I thought it said what time it flips over. Right here, time until reset, 21 hours. Okay, so it flipped over 3 hours ago. So that was about noon as well. So that one flipped over then. So that one's, you can actually get a different daily op. So if you don't like the decryption, you just wait for it to flip over another 24 hours and bam, now you got the other one. But the problem is you don't get the daily done, which sucks. Which sucks big time. So that flips over. Now the vendors also flip over at a certain time where it'll be like, they have 1,400 caps. You get all the caps, and then now you're waiting for the vendor to refresh their caps. That's usually 24 hours as well. I forget when that is. Do you guys know when that is? Do you guys know when the flip over for the vendors are? I know it's at a different time than everything else. I know most everything like the daily and your challenges flip at 12 noon. But the vendor, I think, is like on a 23-hour schedule where it's like a really odd schedule. All right, let's kill some blood. Well, let's do a battle first, and then we'll kill some Blood Eagles. Let's do it. To battle! All right, thank you for being very patient on those battles, everybody. There's 1,000 kids caps. There we go. 20 hours, that's what it is. Vendors are 20 hours. So they're in an odd cycle where it's not exactly the same every time. I really feel like they should put it on like a 12-hour or 24-hour schedule where you can consistently know when they flip over. I'm sure there's some sort of schedule that will let me know. I was going to write that down because I forget that kind of stuff within about 10 minutes. 20 hours on vendor. So if we knew when it was, we could, in theory, do like a spreadsheet on it. Oh, congrats. Look at that. Keej and Subi getting epic scrolls, and Tardis with 50 gold, and M's MVP. Look at that. Now, see, you get some caps right now once I implement that. 10 assists. See, this is how you become MVP like M's here. You put all 6 units down. Good job, everybody. Good job. Look at this. Oh, more legendary scrolls. Come on now. Let's get that loot, everybody. Come on. We're going to try to really get you guys a lot of loot. A lot of loot. Sometimes I do get sidetracked, everybody. Sometimes I'm talking on the stream. Please be aware that that's how I roll. Don't get all triggered and Kismet start the battle. Kismet start the battle. Hey, don't be entitled. Don't be entitled, bro. It's my stream. I'm going to do what I want. All right. Let's see. I say we go for these low level ones because we could just run right in there and bam, hit those suckers. Let's go. Oh, we got one glitch unit. Oh, we got to do some battle plans. Hold on. Kismet's super detailed battle plans here. Let's go, baby. Right there and then right there. There we go. Super detailed, everybody. Just so I can get that quest going. Now, check your quest from time to time because look at that. That one's done. So we get that one done. We unlock another one. Especially this one right here. I should have been more diligent on this one here and doing battle plans each time so we can get to the next one. Because look at this. This is some spell things there and some legendaries. So you guys remind me to be diligent on that if I forget. But yeah, we got to keep that going. We got that done. I don't think the store is reset yet. It's got 3 hours. Nothing in there. All right. So I like to check my stuff. And then, boom, we're going to start the battle. It's good to go. All right, let's do it. Okay. We need to go find some blood eagles. Blood eagles. They're usually easy to find because they have this, like, little symbol. Like a little hawk or eagle with a wing. I imagine it's eagle because they're blood eagles. And we're going to go over there and try to find some and blast them. Now, this is the kind of quest you just do solo. I don't need to bring my crew. They probably already killed their blood eagles for today anyway. But I just run around and blast a bunch of peeps. Now, the trick is you got to get a hit in. If your peeps come up and they kill them, it actually doesn't count toward your... thing, right? If you don't actually get a hit in on them, you don't get credit. So I go find their little camp here, and I go get stuck on stuff all the time. I go running up in here and see if I can find a few of them. Now the problem is since this is a daily for everyone, everyone is also going to be over here killing these mobs. So sometimes it's hard to find these mobs. There's so much loot in here. I'm resisting looting. Where are you guys at? I just run in here and I'm not even gonna loot. I'm just gonna zap them. That go with that grenade throw there, bro. Doesn't look like I went too well. So much loot. Must resist. Oh, here's a big boy here. I bet he had some good loot. Hey, where you at? Bad doggy. What if he counts as... He doesn't count as a blood eagle. Now, I can just AoE loot all this, but I'm not going to loot it just so I don't have to deal with the loot. Now, okay, that's it for that section. Let's go find another one. That's the crazy ones. The Mothman people. Over here. Gang camp.
That don't look good. Still alive. How am I still alive?
You're not alive. He's like, how am I still alive? And you shouldn't have talked because I heard him and blasted him before I teleported. All right. Now again, I'm just running around getting a bunch of blood eagles here for the end of this daily, and then I'm going to head out, everybody. Just a heads up. But you guys can work together. Menturos is firing off nukes like crazy. I suggest you enjoy those nukes. Right there. I forgot to tell them that I'm done for the day. It just dawned on me. They're all standing there probably waiting for me to do whatever. That was my bad.
My thoughts. I hate my thoughts.
Oh, you're not getting to that power armor. Hold still, bro. The other guy was a raider. Always that's the moment in which my fusion... I got 1,000 bullets in my fusion car. Oh, this one's 500. Oh, I forgot to switch into my set. See, look, I did all of that. I still forgot to get in the set. Get roasted, bro. Now, one of the cool things is if you do have Fallout first, everybody... I'm going to kill this last guy. If you do have Fallout first... Oh, wow, there's a lot of you guys here. It's a good spot. What you can do is just go into your private server, and then all the mobs will be there. So it'll... I'm just going to snag the fusion core. Transfer. Oh, fusion core is low, but whatever. And I'm not going to bother to loot any of this, because this way I don't have to deal with it. It's really sad when you stop picking up loot because you just don't want to deal with the loot. Because you don't have enough space most of the time to deal with it. So there you go. Oh, it's 20 hours since the first time you trade the item. So it's based on you? Oh, that just clicked in. It's 20 hours of you trading the item, not 20 hours on a clock. Oh. Oh, that's a revelation there. When you first trade. So 20 hours from now would be about noon. About noon again. Oh, I see why they do that now. Yeah, because you might get in and then start playing. Then by the time you play again, if you play again the same consistent time each and every day, it'll be reset by the time you log in. That actually is really smart. There you go. Hey, man, I just started. What build would you recommend going off the start? I've been going for sniper builds so far. Well, I use my own special build, so I don't have other builds that I use. So I'm not going to be your best go-to person for builds. But I can tell you a bit on how I do it, and then you can interpret it however you want. Now, the great thing about the game is you can change your build at any time. You can even change your legendary points, your special points, and you can switch them around wherever you want them to go. Now, what I use is I use stuff that goes along with the weapon that I want to use, right? So, really, instead of me telling you, oh, well, hey, do the bloodied set and get your radiation really low and, you know, get this weapon and get that stuff, here's what you do. You design something how you play based on what you want. Like in my case, I like doing a heavy gun, a Gatling laser, and also a shotgun, right? I have an explosive shotgun, and then I have what's known as the pepper shaker. The pepper shaker is right here. It's a shotgun that has 200 shotgun shells in it, and then it fires like a Gatling, right? It's pretty sweet. And then also, speaking of Gatling, I have the Gatling laser, which I use as well. So I use perks that go along with that. Now, if you're a sniper, obviously you're going to want to use perks that go along with your sniper weapon. Now, I've gotten rid of all my extra cards so I could have my legendary perk points. You can see I've got my legendaries styling up here. I actually have 4 out of 5 of them at maximum right now. Pretty awesome. I've got one more to go. And you can see that my perks are kind of centered more around that shotgun and heavy weapon. Now, if you're going to be using sniper, then you want to center it around the sniper weapon, right? Get your stuff. Now, the best tip I can tell you for your perks is if you notice that my shotgun over here, my shotgun perk is at level 1. And you're like, well, Kismet, why don't you not have it at level 3? That's because it's inefficient to actually level those up. And what I mean is at the first star, you get 10%. But if you use another point, guess what? You only get 5% more damage. And you're like, well, that sucks. Why don't I get 10% more damage? Well, if you want to get 10% more damage, you get a different perk card. That's right. You use a different perk card instead, and then that one will get you 10%. So if I could tell you one tip that's going to be universal across no matter what set you do, this would be it. Well, use your 1-star perk cards because you could put 3 of those cards in there and get plus 30% versus getting plus 20% damage if you did this 1 card and got it all the way up to 3. And I've done that before. I've got perk card all the way to 3 and then realized that was a waste. It's better to use just the 1 single card because you're getting 10% each and every card, right? So there's a great perk for your sniper build. Also, you want to use stuff that is going to get you refresh, especially if you're using criticals. in there. You're going to want to use critical stuff. I like adrenaline if I'm killing a whole bunch of mobs in a row. Great for radiation rumble. If you're killing mobs one after another, well, guess what? You're gaining up to a maximum amount of 60% damage for every 30 seconds per kill. So you get plus 10% damage for each and every kill. So if I kill, 6 mobs within a certain amount of time, bam, I've now got plus 60% damage, and that damage will continue to go as long as those mobs are flowing in and flowing in and flowing in. That's why it's annoying when people are blocking the flow of mobs. And again, I use other things like one-gun army so that I can stagger mobs with my heavy weapons. One of my favorite ones for the shotgun is the stagger. This is actually the best stagger in the game. Because the shotgun, great example, like you're at the White Spring, right? You're at the White Spring, which is a big, resort. And so you nuke the White Spring, and you're killing the ghouls. Now, why are you killing the ghouls? Well, you're trying to get high radiation fluids, and you're trying to get stuff so you can make the highest end stuff in the game, right? But what happens is the ghouls come running out, and they come running at you, right? And they're high-level ghouls, depending on what level you are. Now, for me, they're no trouble. But at lower levels, they can be pretty tough. And so when they're running at me, what I do is I'm not trying to kill them. I'm just trying to disable them. So, bam, I shoot them with my shotgun. My shotgun's going to do a bunch of hits at the same time. So all of those hits have a chance of staggering them. And believe me, I usually 1 or 2 hits and 1 or 2 shots of my shotgun, and bam, they're down on the ground. Now, the most dangerous thing about any mob is their ability to run up on you and hit you. And if you can cripple them, so they're down on the ground and they're crawling really slow, you just back away. And they can't do any damage because you got to think that ghouls use melee, right? They're using their hands to hit you and whatnot. So if they're not close to you, they can't hit you. And so, bam, I knock them down. They get down on the ground. Then everybody comes in, hits them, and then everybody gets the loot. And then, boom, then we wipe them out. And then GG, you got a bunch of loot without taking a lot of damage, right? And that's why I use Enforcer. And again, you need to get perks that go along with what you like to do. Now, I have 2 sets. I have this set, which is my more boosted set. Like whenever I use a Coke, Nuka-Cola, boom, it'll give me a double of whatever it is. So if I'm trying to get my action points back using my Nuka-Cola Cherry, instead of getting like 60 action points back, I'll get 120 action points back, right? That's a lot. That's a lot, especially if I'm trying to run or I'm trying to do stuff or if I'm trying to snipe people or I'm trying to do stuff. Great one for getting a lot of action points and boosting your action points when you're doing that. And other things are for food and for skeet shooter here. So my shotgun is not so spread out. It's very accurate and so on. So it really depends on what you want to do. But those are my best kind of general tips for any build is to think of things that give you more DPS, right? So instead of just doing 3 points here, you do 1 and then you stack. Let's say you're doing rifleman. You get 1 on rifleman, and then you get that one. Then you get the expert rifleman, and then you get that one, and then so on. That's really going to help you a lot. Believe me, you're going to use less points and less cards and get more damage over time. Now, the only other thing that I would suggest is weight reducers, right? Weight reducers are going to be incredibly helpful. Like in my case, I use fusion cores. Fusion cores are very heavy. But if I have this perk on and I have it at 3, it's 90% less. So I can carry 70 fusion cores on me and they weigh next to nothing. Another great example over here, Traveling Pharmacy. I have 179 super stem packs on me right now and they're 90% weight, right? So that's pretty awesome as well. One of my favorites also to run around with is Gunsmith. Now, I don't really run around the gunsmith so I can make guns. I run it around because 50% reduction in the damage that my weapon's going to take when I'm using my weapon, which means that they're not going to break as often. I find the worst thing in the beginning of the game is your stuff is constantly breaking all the time. Your guns are breaking, your melee weapons are breaking, stuff is breaking, it gets real frustrating. So I use Gunsmith to keep that from happening. There's also another perk in the luck one, and I don't have it because I deleted it. But there's one that will try to repair your weapon each time and have a chance of repairing your weapon. I find that one doesn't work all that well, so I don't use it. And I have other things, too, in my build here that, like, Mysterious Stranger will come and help out, do some damage, and then Mysterious Savior. So when I die, the Mysterious Savior will come along and res me. He showed up many times and helped out. So my team don't have to run over and res me. It'll automatically res. And it's usually when I'm not watching my health or I'm doing something where the mobs are just one-shotting me, and so on. And so that's what I use. I use perks that go along with that. Now, I also am like a team player. So I have a bunch of perks that help Not only me, like my Rataways and stem packs work faster, but other perks like Team Medic where I can heal everybody who's nearby me, right, who's in my group. So if I use a stem pack, it uses a stem pack on them. And because I have high charisma, I can share Team Medic. So if they use a stem pack and they're nearby me, guess what? I get healed too. And then everybody else gets healed. So it's one of my favorite perks in the game to share to other people because I use what I call the Wasteland Tycoon build. Very heavy charisma, very heavy strength, very heavy intelligence, as you can see. And you can share max level cards, by the way, because it's 3 charisma points per share point. So if I have 3 charisma, I can share a 1 level card, like the Green Thumb. If I have 6 charisma, I can share a level 2 card. If I have 9 charisma, I can share a level 3, and so on. And then it'd be 12, and then 15. Would be a level 5 card. So I could literally share Gunsmith, or I could share Adrenaline, which is amazing. Sharing a 5-star card with everybody in your group is awesome. Now imagine if I could make everybody in the group have 60% more damage during Radiation Rumble. That's exactly what I could do by sharing that card. I need 1 more charisma point. Really what I need is I need a lot more. I have to shift all my points into charisma. Charisma is the only one that actually goes by your standard points, not your boosted points, but your standard points. Because I'm actually boosting my charisma from my legendary up here. Had I known that in the beginning, I would have not actually done the legendary charisma card. I would have done another card and just put all my real points into charisma. And you're like, what's the difference between real points? And because these cards right here are adding plus 5 charisma to my charisma right now. And that does not actually help me. What would have helped me a lot better was if I had done plus 5 into, I don't know what else I got. I got strength, agility, luck. Say I did in perception. So plus 5 into perception. And then I could take the 5 points from perception, put it in charisma, and they would be real points, which means that I could share higher cards. One of the things that I learned is the fact that if I try to share a level, even though I have charisma 14, and try to share a level 4 card, which I don't think I have, it will not let me do it. If I have charisma 15, if I add 1 more point to this and charisma 15, it will not let me share adrenaline. Why? Because they're not real points. They are boosted points. And those boosted points do not let you share a level 5 card because your charisma is not really 15. It's 10 plus the 5, right? So that's an important thing to know about charisma sharing as well, which is something I learned just recently when I tried to do high-level cards, which sucks. And so now it's like I need to really go in and actually take out that charisma and start leveling up a different card back up to level 5. So this way I'll have true 15 charisma, unless they fix that. Unless they fix it where this gives me the ability to share, because I have level 15 charisma. I should be able to share a level 4 card, or maybe I have 14 charisma right now. But when I add another one to strength, I'll take a real point and move it from strength into charisma. And then I'll have level 15 charisma, level 15 strength, and level 15 intelligence. I know. That's awesome. That's the base, by the way, before I use like food and other boosters like that to even boost it even higher in game. That's a lot of hard work, though. That's because I'm level 400 plus. Yeah, to unlock this last one here, you got to be level 300 to get this last. And it unlocks more legendary card things as you go along. I feel like the actual perk boosting is the most valuable. I might even take my this one off, my ammo boost, because I'm not making that much ammo, and 150 ammo, it's useful. But you can actually, for 1 point, by the way, you can swap them off. And it doesn't, if I swap this to something else, like perception or something like that, it actually doesn't get rid of what I've already done. And so if I want to switch it back on again for a moment, make some ammo, and then switch it back off, that's probably what I will do in the end. After I get all of these boosted, I will then start another card and get that one up to maximum, switch this off. And the same thing here with my Master Infiltrator. I will switch that off, though I love this card. It's like my favorite card in the Legendary, because I can open up, at this level, at level 4, I can open up any terminal or any lockbox without even doing the thing. You just open it up. Boom. There you go. You never have to do a terminal again. You never have to do a lockbox again. You just instantly open it. And especially when you're doing like the nukes, and so everybody's following you through the nukes, you can go and open up doors. You can open up terminals. You can get through that nuke like this. And that's what I do. That's my job. That's my job when we're running through a silo, is to open up all the doors and to bypass all of the stuff that normally you would have to use the, the lockpick and all of that. And so I only ever need one lockpick from now on, or bobby pin. I only need one bobby pin wherever I go, whatever I do, just so I can instantly open it. Like that. So Master Infiltrator, incredibly good card. Now there's a bunch of other cards too, depending on your set. A lot of cool legendary cards. When you get to max level, you're going to be unlocking a whole bunch of cool stuff. Now, me being a completionist, I actually want every single card at maximum. We'll have to do that over the next few years, everybody. That's going to take a long time to do all of them. But if I was going to do the next one, I'd probably do Perception. And then what I could do is take my Perception points out. Or I might choose one that I already have pretty high. Like I have Luck, Agility, and this. And I might go Perception. And then switch that perception points into charisma. Now, I can only really switch 3 perception points into charisma. The reason why is because I'm only using 4 perception. And I only need 4 perception in my particular build. So it'd be nice if I had one that was higher, but I already have strength, intelligence, agility, luck. Maybe I should go intelligence. Intelligence would be the better one. The reason why, because I already have a high intelligence, and intelligence is not based on whether I'm using a bonus one or not. It'll work no matter what in that intelligence level. So yes, intelligence will be the next one I do, because perception doesn't have enough points for me to move that from here into charisma and then turn my charisma one off, right? Because I'm going to leave the charisma one on because it also allows me to boost everybody else and do other things. And then I'm going to go ahead and take ammo factory off, put intelligence there, get intelligence to maximum, then take charisma off, and then put another one on there, which I don't know what I would do. What would I do since I only have 4? That's a good question. We're doing a lot of theory today, aren't we? So yeah, intelligence would be the smarter one. And then I'd have to choose perception or endurance. And it really wouldn't be that useful. So I would probably only get that one to 4 or 3. Yeah, I would only get it to 3. So I'd get it to 3-star. But then it'd be a waste because I could have another card and then it would be a 5. But yeah, I'd probably only get those to 3. Yeah. Or maybe not even worth doing. Maybe not even worth doing. Just leave it as I have it. Just leave it with ammo and Master Infiltrator. I don't know. That's something we'll figure out later. But that gives you a general gist and a really deep dive into how I approach my set. And of course, that can be applied across any set, right? Not just my set, but any set, whether you're doing stealth, you're doing more of a tank build, full-on DPS, what it is. I'm more of a healer hybrid crafting build. And also kind of a carry weight build, right? Where I'm just carrying tons of loot, because that's what I want to do. I want to carry as much loot as I can wherever I'm going. A lot of ammo, a lot of stem packs, and a lot of stuff, because I'm the person. Everybody else is using the bloodied set, right? Which is the kind of meta set. You can look it up online. And when they die, because they die all the time, because their health is so low, that a lot of times they get one shot. So who's there to help them out? Me. That's my job. I run up there, boom, and I grab them. If I see their health's getting low, I pump a stem pack, stand right next to them, use my team medic, bam, they get healed, right? So that's my role in the group. And it's good to know what your role is in the group and how you want to play. That's how I like to play. I like to facilitate the greatness in others, and that's my particular build. So there you go. I have given you the deep dive. Man, I've been getting a lot of questions on, hey, Kismet, how do we get it going? I'm coming back from a lawyer town line. Should I be starting over or pick up where I left off where I was? Pigment, I would say start over. I would start over. The reason why is you're going to have a way better experience in this time through.
Nuclear strike imminent.
There he goes again. Do your thing, Menturos. Do your thing. So what I would do is I would start a new playthrough. And the reason why is you're going to get the full Fallout experience. You know how when you played Fallout 4 or New Vegas or whatever you did, you walked out of the vault and guess what? There was somebody to talk to in the wasteland. Now, instead of it being barren where there's nobody to talk to except for robots and find terminals or whatever, when you walk out of the vault, guess what? Bam, there's an NPC to talk to right there. That's right. So you're going to have interactions with NPCs. You're going to have interactions as you go through. They're going to give you quests. They're going to give you things to do. You can make choices. You know, you make those great choices in Fallout where you have to pick who's most right or who's most aligned with your values or however you want to play through. You can be a smart smart aleck. You could just kill everybody. You can just go crazy, or you can be the, white knight or whatever you want to be. It's up to you. It's your game. You play however you want. So I would suggest new playthrough for sure. If you have been away for a while, I have deleted my characters 5 times. That's right. And I started in the beta, everybody. I started in the Xbox beta. I bought a Fallout 76 Xbox to play the Xbox beta. That's how hardcore of a Fallout fan that I am. And my Xbox sits over there and does nothing. It sits over there. I rarely ever play it. My kids play it more than I do. Maybe if I have some game on there that I can only play on there, I might play it. But I mostly play on PC. So I literally have a really nice Xbox sitting over there. I feel kind of bad because I'm sure somebody could get a lot of fun and value out of it. And it just sits there and does nothing. It literally is off right now, being over there neglected. Same thing with my PS4, sitting over there. And I own Fallout 76 on Xbox, on PS4, and on PC. As well as I'm sponsored by Bethesda themselves. But they didn't sponsor me. I didn't get any free codes, everybody, but I do get free codes all the time for you guys on various different platforms from Bethesda, as well as Bethesda gear. Like cool stuff like this. My little buddy who sits here and just watches me all the time. What's up? This is my buddy Dog Meat. Look, he's even got his goggles. Isn't he cool? He's the best. You're the best, Dog Meat. You're the best companion. Yes, you are. You so are. You get over there. You get over there and watch over me. That's my buddy Dog Me. That's why Bethesda Gear has tons of cool stuff over there, everybody. Go check them out. Bethesda gear.bethesda.com. Check them out over there. I guess I could just go look up their link for you guys. They have such cool stuff over there. They make the cool stuff. By the way, if you ever get the sheep squatch from Bethesda Gear, or is it Bethesda? What is it? Gear.bethesda.net. That's what it is. I knew I had it wrong. I'll just throw it in the chat for you guys. If you go over there and get the sheep squash plushie, you're welcome. That was my suggestion. I said, come on, you got to put a sheep squatch in there. We need a cool looking, cute looking sheep squatch. And so they put it in there, and I bought it myself. I could have asked them for it to send it to me, but I bought it myself. And I had it in my office for not more than like a week. I did an unboxing on it and all that, which eventually I got to put out on my YouTube channel, and all of that. And then one of my twin daughters saw it, and she's like, "Oh, that is so cute. Can I have it?" And I'm like, "Oh, now I got to give up my sheep squatch." So I got to give up my sheep squatch. So I gave her my sheep squatch, and she calls him Jared. Jared the sheep squatch. There you go. So feel free to check it out. I have a question on bloody heavy build and perks. What is the best perks for a heavy bloody pepper shaker build? I don't know. I don't use meta sets. I don't use them because I prefer to use my own sets and try my own stuff. I don't like being a glass cannon because it relies on other people to res you all the time. Though it is nice to one-shot stuff, and I don't even like one-shotting stuff. I don't like one-shotting. The reason why is because it's being very selfish, I find. If you're in there one-shotting all the mobs, like all the legendaries and all of that, guess what? No one else is getting a hit in, which means they're not getting any loot. That means you're just keeping all the loot for yourself. And because it's instance loot, that means that everybody gets their own loot if they get a hit in on the mob. So I don't one-shot anything. I don't set myself up to one-shot. I just tag the mobs. Let everybody else tag the mobs, and instead of me getting 2 legendaries, you have 10 people getting 2 legendaries. So that's 20 legendaries that everybody just got from those mobs. See the difference? 2 legendaries or 10 legendaries, right? That's what I want. I want to not only help me, but all the vault dwellers around me. Again, facilitating the greatness in everyone. That's what I do, and that's why they call me the Wasteland Tycoon. All right, everybody. I think we have thoroughly examined Fallout 76 today. Man, that was a lot of fun. A lot of fun, man. They're just dropping nukes left and right today. Dropping them left and right. All right, I'm going to bounce out of here. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, they're finally like killing me. You stand around doing nothing. All right, everybody. I'm going to take a quick break. Right here, and then we're going to come back and we are going to play some Satisfactory. Man, we're going to get into it. Now, remember, it is a server. It's a mega server. It's open to everybody. You can come in and join me. Now, remember, we work together toward a common goal. I kind of set the goals of what we're working on in the server, and you come in and you work with me. All right? So if you want to join me, I'll be in the Satisfactory channel, and I'm going to mute for right now, but I'll be back here in just a moment. And then we'll fire up Satisfactory and we'll get that going, all right? So enjoy some of the highlights of my stream. Tagging is the way to go. One-hit kills are not useful unless you're playing solo. Exactly, Metal. And because you agree, I give you 1,000 Kids Cats to everybody in the chat for being a team player. Thank you for being a team player there. Again, everybody thanks Metal in the chat there because he just earned you 1,000 Kids Cats for being a team player. All right, so enjoy enjoy some highlights from my stream, and I'll be back in just a moment. Hey, thanks for watching this video. Help support more videos just like this one and keep the Kismet love train a-going by dropping by my Patreon and showing your support. Make sure to hit that subscribe button right in the center of the screen. Big thanks going out to Resident Spike, Riverdog, Rotisserie G, and JC Hunter. Click to watch more videos, and I'll see you next time.